Well, this doesn't look like Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, that's on hold until tomorrow. So, more of this tonight. We were going to do Baldur's Gate last night, but Kate was having problems with getting a stream to start, so we had to put it off. But hey, I'm here tonight. Tomorrow should be Baldur's Gate, if anyone's looking forward to that. And soon after will be Armored Core, right? Oh, that comes out soon. I know everyone's dying for that. I'm wondering how many people were like expecting like... why can't I hear myself in my headphones? That's weird. Where am I? I don't know, my voice sounds weird today. Does this sound weird to anyone else? Okay, yeah, everything seems to be working. No one cares about Bald Balls 3 XD Awesome. You know, you sir are better with humor than me. When you come up with bangers like that, Bald Balls 3. You've been sitting on that one, haven't you? It's like, I will wait until the exact moment to let this one rip. Evening Dart, got 2 of my wisdom teeth taken out this morning, managing the pain so far. Or at least I've kept on top of the pain, so I'm assuming they had to be cut out and, you know, with surgery. I am just one of those horrible bastards whose wisdom teeth grew in straight, so they were able to like yank them out like a normal tooth. I did not need like all the medication and just surgery to get them out. Just like a normal tooth extraction. But I'm pulling for you. Hopefully you feel good soon. Maybe now it'll work better. I don't know. Whatever. If I can't hear myself in my headphones, it's fine. You cut your finger and hopefully I didn't cut some vein. It bled a lot. Generally, cutting your fingers, you don't have to worry about cutting a vein and like having it be like a big deal, unless you like cut down to the bone or something. There aren't any like major veins or arteries running through your fingers. There's a reason why when it gets cold out, your fingers and toes are the first thing your body was like, you know what? I don't need these bitches. Let them freeze. And that's why they're usually the first thing to suffer from hypothermia. The blood flow gets restricted to them. Really? I mean, when's the last time you saw like veins popping out in your fingers? I guess I'm good, yeah. Like I said, as long as you didn't cut down to the bone or like sever a tendon, usually you're alright. I've seen some pretty nasty like finger cuts before and they just, yeah, some stitches and they're good. Guess I'm good, yeah. You'll live. You'll live, my friend. Saw a big link for the DLC for Elden Ring. You will follow Michael... Who? Mikkel? I guess you Mikola? I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it today myself. I know there was a bunch of trailers today, though. Should we discuss some of those? Some of them certainly see from Gamescom, right? Yeah. Some of them have my interest. Did you hear about Charles Martinet stepping down from voicing Mario? Yes. He's technically still going to be involved, but is Chris Pratt going to be the new voice of Mario, though? That's what I would be worried about. I mean, in the video games, too. If with Charles Martinet stepping down. Or are they just going to like, you know what? It's time for, Chris Pratt to voice video game characters. The Sindel trailer for Mortal Kombat 1 caught your eye. Has Raiden just become like the new Liu Kang? It seems like that's his role in the game. It's like, you know what? Raiden, you're Liu Kang now. The VA in Wonder isn't Charles. By the way, I saw people theorizing about that when the trailer that first announced, so they thought it sounded different. You got COVID again. That is some shitty luck, man. Sorry about that. I haven't even heard of anyone getting COVID for a while, at least not in my area. You wrote a new poem today. What was it about? I've never felt the inclination to write poetry before, I gotta say. It's never like just struck me like, you know what? I need to write poems. Also, Seth Zero, thank you for the 17 months, man. Much appreciated. But the Alan Wake trailer actually looked really good, and there was... I don't know if it'll be any good, but there's a game from a Korean dev that normally makes like an MMO called Black Desert. They got like a fantasy game that's like single player that looked pretty good to me. It's also called like Black something or another. I didn't remember the name. But it looked pretty hot. And, the yearly, Wukong trailer was like, yeah, all right. I can see every single boss fight they were inspired by it from, like, Souls games, but you know what? Still looks good. Actually, what were some of the other stuff that was, like, shown off at Gamescom? Let me check a list real quick. Oh yeah, the guy who, like, stormed the stage to talk about Bill Clinton again. What? Why? Why does this keep happening? How is there security that lax that can happen twice? Jeff, you need like a sniper team, man. Anytime someone who isn't supposed to be there gets up out of their seat, take him out. Was it the same kid? I couldn't tell, but he definitely looked like he aged a full like 10 years in 1 year. Why? How would he possibly get back inside though? You would think they'd have like his poster of like, don't let this guy in. Bill Clinton. I never really understood why he decided to mention Bill Clinton and now do it again. I didn't know Bill Clinton was so relevant to Zoomers. He wasn't even, they weren't even alive when he was president. It's like me mentioning like, you know what? The real OG out there, JFK, or fuck Nixon, I don't know. There's plenty of old presidents I wasn't alive for. The kid probably inspired a lot of copycats. I wasn't sure if that was the same kid or not. It's called Doubt. I specifically wrote because my sister thinks I'm faking having dissociative identity disorder for sympathy, which to me is pity two sides of the same coin. I mean, have you been, well, it's kind of shitty to, I mean, especially if you've been diagnosed with it. Just like wave like the diagnosis from the doctor in her face. Like, look at this bitch. Are they making it up? But I hope you're doing well besides that. With a Soulsborne style Wukong game, it's a matter of time until we get a Dragon Ball Souls game. How would that even work in Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball is not about weak characters who are like barely struggling against normal enemies. The only way a Dragon Ball Souls game would work is if you're playing as Yamcha. So yeah, maybe then. Maybe if you're playing as like Yamcha or Krillin, no one else it would work with. And I guess you would have the revival mechanic with the Dragon Balls, maybe. You give Jeff permission to donkey punch the next. So you're basically saying you want Jeff to fuck someone and then punch them in the back of their head. Careful with what terms you use. They all have proper definitions. And that's what donkey punch means. That is not something I've heard in a while, actually. And I don't believe very many people have ever practiced it, because it's kind of deadly. You play as Krillin. Yeah, well, there's weaker people than Krillin, you know. Krillin is still relevant to the series. He still does stuff. When the fuck has Yamcha or Tianzinha or whatever done anything? Just let them be the main characters. They're very popular here. Tekken 8 trailer made me feel great joy. The music brought me back. Like I know nothing about Tekken other than like old guy drops sun off mountain and weird fighting characters like bears. Krillin, according to the book, he's above Namek Frieza arc. I mean, hey, that's not a bad improvement, I suppose. But it's just when the bar gets raised several notches every single new arc, it's still pretty far behind. They made a Dead by Daylight Dragon Ball game. Don't underestimate the IP. Yeah, but you don't play as like Goku, running from like Frieza, do you? What's up? Hey, another white boy. How you doing? What does being a Nintendo ambassador mean anyway? Since that's apparently Charles Martinet's new position, it means he gets paid money to talk about how good Nintendo is and how you should buy their games. So that's really what it means. It's like he'll still be featured in social media and in events, but he won't be voicing the character of Mario anymore. But he'll still get be getting a paycheck. What's up, Lucky? How you doing tonight? We're discussing game trailers that came out today. Means Charles Martinet goes to comms and does voices. Apparently he really likes doing. Yeah, I mean, hey, if I were being paid to do Mario for the past 30 years, I'd be pretty happy too. It's a funny thing, I've been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder since my senior year, but never actually asked the shrink I was seeing at the time if I thought the diagnosis from my stay in the behavior health ward was different. So based on the professional psychologist said, I've been diagnosed with it 3 years now. See, there you go. Okay, there, a guy in Nostrin BBS. Okay, I had to like reread that second part in my head. I was like, what? Great, and oh yeah, there was that show today or announcement thing. Well, yeah, Gamescom is like, yo, kind of replaced E3, I guess, since we don't get that anymore. So they do. It's not quite as significant as E3 was. It's way smaller. I heard there was an Assassin's Creed trailer as well. Good old Assassin's Creed. And apparently Cyberpunk, the DLC for that is looking really good from what I saw of it. Yeah, also Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, Crimson Desert is like, that was a game I'd never heard of, but looked really good. Dustborn. I'm gonna like watch some of these when I get after the stream, I guess. Killing Floor 3. Oh yeah, Little Nightmares 3 got announced too. Though it's a multiplayer game, and that makes me unhappy. I'm debating whether I should like do some react content to these trailers right now. Edgerunner Show basically brought back Cyberpunk from the dead. Let's wait for the game to release first. Oh, let's let that release first. Then we'll talk. Hey Morgana, what's up? Little Nightmares is good. I do like the first two, but the new one is like multiplayer. I always get worried when a game that was previously single player only decides, you know what if you need other people to play it with you. My guess is the more than likely they were inspired by It Takes Two and they want to do something like that with it. If that's the case, that's fine. It Takes Two was great. So a horror game like It Takes Two would be pretty good. At least it's not a massively multiplayer online RPG. Well, those have kind of died off for a while now. It's pretty much settled on WoW, Final Fantasy XIV, Black Desert, and one or two others, and no one really even bothers trying to make a new one now because I think publishers finally realize after wasting hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that there's only room for a few MMOs. Dr. Baby, I subscribed to Dartigan for 30 months and all I got was this lousy notification. And you got to use the emotes. Push the emotes, man. You don't forget those. I feel like Silk Song's been delayed until... I don't think they've ever announced when it's coming out. Hold on a second. I know a lot of people don't like Kotaku, but I'm currently looking at Kotaku's list of stuff that got announced at today's Gamescom. Warhaven. Zinla Zone Zero, more Genshin Impact. Alright. Thank goodness you're here. Sonic Superstars, Sonic Frontiers, The Final Horizon, huh? That's getting DLC. Nightingale? What is Nightingale? Oh, it's upcoming card-based survival game. When I think of like surviving in the wilds, chat, I think of playing cards. Originally said they wanted to release it at the beginning of this year. Which game? Also, does anyone remember that game that got announced like a year or two ago from like the creator of Silent Hill called Slitterhead? What happened to that? I have not heard anything about that for a while. Oh, Silksong, okay. Yeah, they released one trailer for Slitterhead and nothing since. Fort Solace, which is out today. Wait, Fort Solace came out today? First time hearing about that. That's Troy Baker's new game, right? I'm assuming it's on Epic Store only or something. Also, that Immortals of Avium game, which I keep forgetting about and doesn't look that great. Wasn't expecting Little Nightmares 3 to be announced. Me neither. I thought they were done with that. Hold on a second, chat. Can't wait until Friday to make us Armored Core. Like, I gotta get that Armored Core. I still wonder how many people are excited for Armored Core and how many of those people have ever played an Armored Core game before. And it's only because it's got FromSoft attached to it. Okay, Fort Solis is apparently mixed on Steam. Maybe it ain't that great. But that might be just because of technical issues. Here's a Steam review. Too long didn't read. If you're interested in this game's story, there is nothing else in here really. Better watch it on YouTube. Apparently it's just a walking simulator. Troy Baker, what happened to you, man? What did trying to do movies and TV shows, why'd that destroy you? I'm starting to feel bad for Troy Baker. He had a good thing going with video games and he decided he was like big hot shit. He was going to break into movies and TV acting and failed at that, and now he's getting shit roles in video games. I'm starting to get a bit worried. I guess once you like fall out of it, you don't get it back. I don't know. All of VodiVidya's videos in Armored Core have gotten you excited. Okay, that's fine, but keep in mind, VodiVidya is never going to tell you a FromSoft game is bad. I don't think he would ever do. His entire bread and butter is hyping up FromSoft games. So, keep that in mind whenever you watch a YouTuber of any type. If their entire career relies off of one particular developer, be ready for them to like really polish that knob very well. What are you talking about? Troy Baker's in Death Stranding 2? Yes, but that makes no sense because he died in the first game. But that's also because, well, I guess he's at Connect, but just compared to what he was doing before he left video games to now, it's noticeably less roles. His agent is probably trying to negotiate far more money in his contracts. They want to make all acting non-union and underpaid now. Companies are probably like, lol, we can pay someone way less to do this. Kicks rocks. I have noticed a lot more newer people in lead roles in games recently, ever since like Troy Baker and Nolan North stopped taking all of them. I guess they're like, you know what, what if we cast other people as our leads? Vodi never played Armored Core. Yes, that was before his channel got started. But since, he started with, Souls games, that's what he's focused on. And that's also what the developer has primarily pretty much made since Dark Souls 1. So yeah, that's what he's covered. And with Armored Core coming out, and who knows how long until like the next actual Souls game from FromSoft. Of course he's gonna like milk it as much as he can, whether it's great or not. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the game's gonna be bad. It does look good. I'm just saying I wouldn't allow yourself to get too hyped up by what Vodi tells you about a video game, because he is basically doing his job of like, okay, I gotta like make sure people are playing this game because I need to make as many videos as possible. Maybe if Troy didn't spend an entire year shit talking, voice acting, and getting into NFT bullshit. Oh yeah, I forgot about him trying to sell NFTs. I bet there's a whole lot of people deleting their Twitter history about NFTs last year. It's like, you know what, let me just like wipe that. No business seems to want to worry about employee retention anymore. Retention means you have to pay more over time. It's an interesting world we live in. What the fuck are even NFTs? They're basically certificates of ownership of a piece of digital data. It's very weird, and while the idea is sound, what they've been used for so far has been basically shit. It's like, would you like to own this JPEG, or would you like to own this receipt that says you own a piece of a blockchain? And it's like, not really. And they were never a good idea. super nervous about Saturday playing a big psychedelic rock festival an hour away from my town outdoors and sold out. That sounds awesome, man. I hope you kill it. Damn, that actually sounds like a big deal. I'm sure you'll do fine, man. I'm sure you'll kill it. Troy Baker, when asked why he got into NFTs or the future, you can either get behind it or you can hate it and resist change. What's he saying about them now? Has anyone asked him? That sounds dumb. It was pretty dumb, yeah. No one really... Pretty much the bottom dropped out of it right as they got big, and a lot of people lost a bunch of money. Which is, yeah... Which to be expected once people realized they were buying JPEGs. It's like, what the fuck did I just spend 100 grand on? A monkey? A pixelated monkey? Not a word? Yeah, I don't blame him. Don't blame him at all for shutting up about that. Sounds like Cutco knives. Well, at least with a Cutco knife, you get an actual knife that does cut things. Maybe not very well or very long, but it is a knife. I don't know what you're supposed to do with like a well, one of these. Let me show you. I have an emote for this situation. Like, me using this in my chat is more valuable than any NFT could ever be. That's really all that that'd be good for. Hey, guy, thank you for the tier 1, man. 30 months. You almost got roped into them a few years back. Well, you can count yourself amongst the lucky ones who didn't. Headline of the Psychedelic Fest, the same guy who did the music for High on Life. Oh, you mean hey Rick? Or maybe not that anymore, since he's not voicing the... There's like DLC for that game, but they don't have any voice acting for it, for like the main character's gun. Or it's like a different gun now. You make NFTs non-flushable turds? Well, you can actually. It's actually super easy to make NFTs. One of the reasons the bottom dropped out of it so fast. Once people saw money in it, everyone started making NFTs out of anything they could. Like famous memes from people sadly got turned into NFTs. Like there's a couple of like famous YouTube videos. Like Charlie Bit My Finger that I think got sold as NFTs. And then like they promised to like delete the original version if someone bought it. It was like fucked up. It's like what? Anyways, NFTs are gone and the world is better off for them. Let us hope they never come back. Know a few folks who have become salespeople and it seemed a mess. Salespeople. Usually when someone says they become salespeople, it means they sell like they're part of a pyramid scheme. Like I got a few relatives who became salespeople. And you find out they're like selling exclusively on Facebook to their relatives, and here's some essential oils and timeshares. I don't know what actually, what is a timeshare, by the way? I've always heard that as being a scam. I don't know what the hell it is. Is that still a thing? Like, buy a timeshare. Like, what the fuck is that? Here I am. I know what NFTs are, but I don't know what timeshares are, and those are from like the 90s or something. I think it's something like a rental property or something, wasn't it? When multiple people own the same property? Wait, what? How does that even work? I mean, obviously if you're married to someone, but wouldn't call that a timeshare. You had an ex who made us go to a timeshare pitch meeting. Yeah, you actually mentioned something about that in chat once. And you use it to get free tickets to some kind of like Cirque du Soleil show. And they got pissed at you. They got people out in Vegas still trying to sell timeshare. I feel like that's one of those things everyone has since learned about. But then I say that, but people still fall for pyramid schemes all the time. Like, I like to put too much faith into people and humanity. And like, surely by now, after all this, people don't fall for this anymore. But I guarantee you there are still people out there falling for the Nigerian prince scam. Because I still get emails about, people wanting to, from royalty or like businesses who like, I need your help, random internet stranger I've sent an email to get my money out of the country. And they wouldn't be doing that. At least there wasn't some people still falling for it. You buy into a piece of it, so you pick a week each year where you own it, the thing basically, and other folks do the same thing. How are you supposed to make money from it though? Isn't like the whole scam that they're somehow making money? Like it just sounds like you like rent a summer home. Obviously, yeah, you don't make money, but there's a pitch that you make money. There's a promise that you'll make money if you get more people to buy into it. Have we considered that maybe it's just a rogue bot that's still doing? Chat, how would chat? I got a incredible new business opportunity for you. How would you like to buy a piece of my live stream, time stream? You'll get to own it for like a week out of each year for a low price of $1,000 down. That seems fair. First, you know, I'm only gonna offer you this once. I'm like bending over backwards for you right now to make this happen. But I got the paperwork out back in my semi-truck. That's right, I drive a semi-truck for some reason. It feels like that's impressive to clients. You know what? You don't have to take it, but I got like 50 other people already looking to buy a part of this stream. So if you want in, now's the time. This is how it works, by the way. This is exactly how they get you. You can sell timeshare in the future like a stock share. It's supposed to increase in value over time. Take our money. I mean, technically, when you subscribe, that is you buying a piece of the stream, right? I'll in you? Really? What are you gonna do, big guy? You in me? I'll in you. I'll in your entire line. Speaking of scams, apparently some scammers are using AI voices on loved ones to get you to give them money. Yep, I've heard about that, and that was predicted as well. They can even like sit and create fake photos using like AI art to like create fake hostage situations. Like here's your daughter with her ear cut off. Now send us some money to this, you know. There's a fox family living under your deck. What, if you train them to kill? You gonna send them all the way to me, to my address you don't have? Kill my pities. I mean, it's adorable you got an entire fox family living under your deck. That's actually commendable. Congrats on that. Definitely like do some Instagramming on that bitch. You want a pet fox so bad? I hear they pee all over the place when you try to make them into a pet. Like they're not like dogs or house trained. Like you will be doing a lot of scrubbing. I just realized there's a fox family under my deck. I mean, honestly, start selling tickets to it. People will pay. Foxes who lived on my property, you'd be so happy. Do they even have foxes in like California? Or especially not, obviously not in LA. You got raccoons probably. But I don't think people are going to care too much about raccoons, because everyone's got those. You have coyotes. Coyote. Also way more hyper and dig around in furniture. Yeah, they're I mean, there are some breeds you can buy as pets, but they're apparently it's a lot of adjustment. It's like you can't get one expecting it to just be a cute dog. They're a completely different animal. You can find the foxes north. In NorCal? NoCal. You have pet one before, they are adorable. I would recommend not petting a wild one. You know, there's always a chance of rabies. Or something else. Sometimes have cockroaches from my neighbors. Oh, I remember when I was a kid, and the trailer I lived in had plenty of those. I think I named a few. But then again, they all look the same, so I was never sure if it's the same one. They released an update to Midjourney where you can highlight parts of an image and then you can put an AI image generator prompt into the highlighted area, letting you Photoshop AI art into any image. Yeah, like AI, I mentioned before, chat, AI is only going to continue to get more and more impressive in every single facet. So eventually you will not be able to tell AI art apart from real art. It's already like very close. You really have to like know what you're looking for at this point. Every apartment I've been in Hollywood, actually, that is just bizarre to me that their roaches are such like a big deal in LA. Because as much as you pay for apartments out there, I would like demand there like not be any goddamn cockroaches. I would feel ripped off if I moved into like a $1,500, $2,000 apartment and we're fighting roaches. Speaking of roaches, your apartment has to be bombed for them yesterday? Oof. Like the worst I get in my entire time living in this apartment, the worst I ever get is like those Asian stink bugs that show up every year. But every single person gets those. You can't keep them out, and it's usually only like a few. But like, yeah, those are throughout like the area now. They're like an invasive species, so everyone gets them. So it's not like you know, it's unique to whatever house you're living in. You never saw a rat in New York City? Well, I'll be in New York City next month, so I will figure that out for myself. Thank you. I will document it. What's this? The last rat in New York City? A week is not enough time to see one, I guess. Depends on where you're at. Maybe if I go through some back alley. It's like here, yeah, I'm a tourist. I'm here to see the New York City rats. I'm sure no one will think that's weird. Like, oi. No, oi. Yeah, that oi. Famous New York phrase, you know, saying, oi. This tourist here says he's here to see the rats, Jimmy. Oh, tell him he needs to go to Staten Island for those of you. Or is it which island used to be the junk pile and they like had to like bulldoze over it and build on top of it? I think it was one of them, right? No, it was Staten Island. I remember reading a book about that, how they like, you know, bulldoze over the garbage and then like the rats mutated. It was a shitty book, but hey, you know what? It made me learn about a piece of geographical history. My mom, I'll take photos of them, but you, nor the dogs can interact with them. I don't need foxes in my damn house. I'd never do that, Mom. No, not your 5-year-old niece. What is this? Are you like... Is this a real conversation? It's hard to follow, but I'm assuming your mom doesn't want to take photos of Instagrammable fox children. Shame. Rats eat anything when desperate enough. Turns out most animals will, including humans. Starvation will drive you crazy, you know, before it kills you. Be careful of the croc in the sewers. Ha! You can't fool me with that because crocs are saltwater eel lizards. They would not survive in a sewer. Rikers Island is really built on a landfill. Isn't that the prison? Prisoners suffer all sorts of sickness. You know, we're talking about islands that were former garbage dumps. I'm pretty sure it still costs like $1 million to live there. Like, you want to like buy like a single like half-acre lot to build a house on? That would be $1 million for this former garbage pile. But then, well, actually, isn't Staten Island... Actually, what is the cheapest borough in New York? Is it Staten Island or, like, Brooklyn? Brooklyn? Probably Brooklyn, right? Queens? Queens. Brooklyn is expensive? Well, it's all expensive. Pretty sure even Queens is technically really expensive. It's New York. It's like the most expensive place outside of Hawaii, and Hawaii is probably like trending down now since it's burning down to the ground. Harlem is pretty affordable. Isn't Harlem like though on like the main island of Manhattan though? Which is like the one end of it. And those same places will lobby against any low-cost housing projects in the rest of the area. Well, they're just protecting their investment, you realize. So they can't have poor people moving in and ruin their home value. Random Rich Kolinsky killed some of... Richard Kolinsky killed some of his victims using rats, rodents. Gotta give him props. The guy was knew he was like auditioning for like a serial killer in a movie. You figured Brooklyn was rich fucks? I always thought like Brooklyn was like working class people, like, cause you know, like, mainly from what I've seen in TV. Maybe it's one of those things that's gentrified. North Manhattan is where Harlem is. See, I always thought like the entire island of Manhattan was probably super pricey to live on. Even though Harlem is like part of it. Isn't Harlem like gotten a lot better though? I know it used to be like considered like a bad place, but isn't like pretty decent now. Your ex lived in a trap in Brooklyn. It was gross as fuck in the 90s. Yeah, I heard like, yeah, there used to be, 90s in New York had issues, but it's like improved a lot. But yeah, I remember I watched a video recently about like the smallest apartment in New York. And there's this lady living in what amounted to like something the size of a closet. And it looked terrible. I don't know, but she seemed like she was happy. She's like, you know what? It just encourages me to go out. It's like, I mean, yeah, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to do that for very long before it drive you nuts. Like eventually you just like want a place where you can sit back and relax. You know, I don't know, there's something about having like a place where you feel safe and that you can breathe. Like you don't want to go out every day, right? You can't love New York that much. Sometimes you just want to like, I just want to sit in today. He was a hitman for the mob, so there's that. You know what? I'm sure he was an evil person, but damn, does it sound like he had an interesting life. Piece of shit person, but you know what? I wouldn't mind hearing this story. Apartments there are mad expensive. Don't some of those have a shared bathrooms? Yeah, the lady, the one I watched the video, the lady, she didn't even have a shared bathroom. There's just like a bathroom in the hallway, like right outside of her apartment. Your dad is from the Bronx. North Bronx is nice. Don't worry, I'll actually be playing the game tonight, chat. I'm just in a really good just chatting mood right now, so we'll get to it. Besides, I'm playing Legend of Dragoon. Most of you don't care about this game anyways. You're just here to hear me chat regardless. It's like, oh, there's a video game in the background. This soda isn't nearly cold enough for my ideal streaming temperatures. What games are for? Well, for streams it can be weird. People can have very different reasons for like why they want you to stream. The honking cars were annoying. I think the biggest city I've ever been in my life at this point in my life is West Palm Beach, Florida. And that was when I was a kid. I'm a sheltered man, Chad. I'm a very sheltered man. But then again, West Palm Beach, Florida is like one of the bigger cities in the country. It just doesn't get talked about very much for some reason. Gameology had Mob Hitman react to Hitman 3, so anything can be Mob Hitman? Oh, you mean like an actual Mob Hitman? I'm assuming he'd already done his time. Otherwise, did he wear a balaclava to hide his identity? Also, how would you actually prove? I guess, yeah. How would you prove it other than his conviction? So, what did he say about it? He's like, oh yeah, you definitely like, do that. Most of those kind of videos are kind of shit, I've noticed. Like, we brought in this random expert to watch a video game interpretation of their life in, like, trade. And they just made like, yeah, that's not too far off. No, I wouldn't have done that. I mean, every once in a while you'll get a good one. Usually just like more of that line. Like, oh yeah, I guess you could probably, if you really wanted to, like, choke someone out with your dick. Chad, I recently had a genius idea for a stream. Based off my, my YouTube recommendations of, like, coffee channel. You could literally do a barista stream where you just, like, make coffee in, like, a cool ASMR type environment and chat with people. You totally can. I haven't seen anyone on Twitch do it either, so you could totally do it. It's a brand new meta. Gonna take over. Probably not, actually. Sometimes I think something's a really good idea and then it doesn't work. I know, weird idea. Weird, right? You mean ideas fail? Yes. Be one of your streamers when you will. I know you are. You probably be the one. You got the Tivana experience after all. Love watching street food cart videos. Yeah, I've actually found myself watching those before as well. It's usually Korean street food. Though they always say street food, but I'll notice they're still in a restaurant when they're cooking. It's like, can you really call it street food if it's inside of a restaurant? Like Korean street food and like no street available. It's all indoors. Like, this is just a restaurant. You're just using the word street food as like to get into the algorithm, aren't you? Charmsy's TTs. Okay, that feels like it's like bait. So what time are you playing BG3 tomorrow? It depends. What time the other two people are available, but preferably by 8 o'clock. Am I gonna play the new COD with you and Kate? I always just play COD single player and make a video on it. I never play the multiplayer. You don't bait. You're a professional. My bathwater is my own. Hey, Charmsy is a pretty good, content name, actually. You picked a good one. Alright, I already sent out my Discord announcement, right? Yeah, I did. Or stripper name? Is that where it came from originally? Hey, come on, monitor. Do what you gotta do. Your brother from a single player mother. Single player mother. Now that is actually a comedy scene. Charmsy the Bee is already a character in Sonic. Yeah, but I don't think they have the name Charmsy copyrighted. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we had to go to a party, I believe, to end this too. Yeah, we beat stood up there, we beat the gang members, killed the Wingly girl, got the dragon spirit. Now we go back to the kingdom of Tiburon. There's actually some stuff here I didn't do though. Probably do that before I leave. My first initial and my last name, Harms. Equals Harms. Oh, you know what? Pretty clever. I've gone over my name's creation like a million times on stream at this point though. It always comes up like, how'd you come to the name Dartigan? I need to start like mixing it up and like telling different tales. Rather than just saying, oh, it comes from the French D'Artagnan. Chat, what could be my new lore? I need to make a new name lore. Have you read the new JoJo chapter that came out? I knew it was hard to follow it actually. Toward the end with like the guy coming in with a car, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't understand any of that. Sometimes JoJo is like that though, and it takes several readings to figure out what the hell's happening because of the way the panels are laid out. But you read JoJo because it's weird though, and hard to understand at times. I too would like to attack eventually.
Die. Hard blade.
By the way, chat, there's a new RPG coming out soon that's apparently like someone was a really big fan of Chrono Trigger, and it's getting a lot of hype for it. I'm thinking of playing it. If it ends up being any good. Your mom consistently calls me D'Artagnan when she asks how I'm... That's adorable. How's D'Artagnan, dear? That just means she's cultured and knows where the name came from.
Die. Hard blade.
This game deserves a remaster remake, but you'll never get it. Yeah, it doesn't seem very likely. He's also a Francophile? Well, that'll help. Dartigan is the canon little brother of Dart from this game. That's the new lore. That's terrible lore. No one's gonna believe that. What am I supposed to say when someone comes here and asks how I got the name Dartigan? It's like, oh yeah, my big brother Dart from the video game Legend of Dragoon. Yeah, my parents wanted me to have a different name. I look like a crazy person telling someone that. I need something that's believable. You thought that was gonna be a joke about Lucky banging my mom? Wow. Your mind went that direction, did it? What's going on? Who's to say? Who's to say what's happening anymore? Yeah, I need to get... There's a chest. Did I get that chest? I think I got that chest. Acquired burnout. Oh yeah, the title of poetry collection is called Words with a Broken Soul. And I mentioned to my mom that I thought wasn't anything special. She just looked at me. I was like, shit, that is eye-catching. What, the name? Yeah, it's pretty good for a poem. Why not? That works. It sounds poetic. It sounds deep and meaningful.
Double smack.
Oh yeah, she's got a new edition. I need to switch to it. I was tabbed out and heard Mom and Dartigan. Look, I demand people spell my name correctly in my stream. It's one of the rules.
Hard blade.
You can't make fun of my name by spelling it weird. Speaking of people who just like refuse to say a person's name correctly, I've learned a trick over the years, chat. You can disregard an entire person's political opinion if they come up with like a weird insulting nickname based off a politician's name. Like, I remember when Obama was president, everyone, like, if they didn't like him, they'd call him Obummer. It's like, it's so fucking lame, but instantly I knew, like, oh, I can just, like, make fun of you. Because you're that fucking cringy. Obunga, yeah, that one is a bit racist, to be honest, but it happens, like, all the time where people, like, who have no creativity, like, how do I, you know, show that I don't like this person with a single word? Okay, I just won't say their name. It's like, you can do better criticism and use their name. I demand better. It's just the lamest shit you can ever, like, do. It's like, oh yeah, let me show my total dislike of this person by refusing to spell their name correctly. It's like, it's so infantile. It's like, are you really an adult? And then you're sad when you find out they are. Is it the same thing with Boomer, Zoomer? Well, those are just like generational nicknames. And I've mentioned before how generations don't really exist. We just pretend that they do. So you're telling I can say Bin Shabibo anymore? I mean, you can, but don't expect respect. It's better to actually say his name and then criticize him for being a fuckwit. It's always better to do that. Criticize their content. Their name hardly matters. It's like, look, if someone wanted to criticize me and the best they could come up with is called me like Darta lame or whatever stupid thing, I'd like, well, that's fucking him. I'd feel embarrassed for them. It's like, that's the best you got? There's so much you could criticize me over and you chose that? Oh look, it's Dartigan. Bicep day, fuck. Today was the old bench day to me. Good bench day too. Are you ready to see like Dart's final edition, chat? If I pull it off.
Yes! Go! Hero!
It's kind of difficult to pull it off. You gotta like a boop, 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 boop. You've had friends that still forget how to spell my name correctly, and we've known each other for years. Okay, spelling is not the same thing as like, yo, intentionally saying it wrong. I've intentionally spelled people's names, well, not intentionally, accidentally spell people's names wrong all the time. You're all Dartophiles. I keep telling you, it's probably not a good idea to put the word file in there.
Yes. Go.
I kind of need to like heal up by guarding for a minute. I don't really have that many healing items left. Shit. There's a guy who thought my name was Steve for like 2 years, and you never corrected him? You're currently maining Genji. Considering the shitstorm going on Overwatch 2 at this moment, I'm surprised you're still playing it more than anything else.
Yes. Go.
Crap, it's hard.
Die. Hard blade.
That is what he said, lol. I didn't even realize he was saying Steve. Okay, this turned into an interesting story. What did you think he was saying? When I can't think of any other word that you could mistake for Steve. Cleave? Beeve? Deeve? I don't know. What? I feel like it has to end with E for you to mistake it. Your name is Stone? Okay, I don't see how you were hearing Stone if he was saying Steve. That's two different sound profiles. I at least expect the names to rhyme in some way. Single fish.
Die. Hard blade.
She's nuked it. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I haven't heard that name in a while. What's he up to? I'm kind of glad I don't hear about him anymore, because I remember it was obnoxious levels of hearing about him before when he was a big deal. Like, every redneck would not shut the fuck up about him. He was like the redneck idol for like a good couple of years. Like, I goddamn aspire to be like that man. You only said your name twice in like 2 years, but we were always around each other, but never really saying each other's names. Okay, this wasn't as big as issue as you made it out to be then. You also hate it when people assume your ethnicity. Yeah, I can definitely see that being really annoying. Heal. Actually, I probably don't need to heal. I'm good. This disc is ending soon. Last time he was on a Tide commercial with Ice-T and Max Ryan.
Die. Hard blade.
Who? Stone Cold? You know, I think there's actually still on my stream to this day because of Sixa, a special Stone Cold Steve Austin sound bit that plays with the right number of bits. Yeah, I put that in there for Sixa, who's a mod here, though he doesn't really show up that often anymore. Yeah, it was 300. I never took that off. At least I'm pretty sure I never did. 316, yeah, but yeah, it was that many. Hard blade, you say? Don't let it get you too turned on. Alright? Make me a promise. Austin 316. Wasn't that like really stupid? Like 316, the Bible didn't really have anything to do with stone. With like fighting or something. He was like, eh, it sounds good on a t-shirt. You have a name that's mostly used in a feminine sense, so it always gets spelled wrong. Look, my middle name is a girl's name. Swear to God, every single time you get into a fight right before you enter a town, it is programmed to do that to you. He said that because he was feud with Jake Roberts, who was hella religious, and he wanted to piss Jake off. Yeah, but it's all like, you know, written in beforehand, so that seems a little personal. I'm gonna insult your entire religion. What? Is it Sue, my middle name? My middle name is Dana. Technically, it can be used as a boy name, but it's almost usually used for girl names. If it gets used at all. Dragon is dead, but it won't bring back my house ship. Diana? No, Dana. D-A-N-A. Okay, that's good. Back in the 90s, promos weren't as scripted, wrestlers were allowed to ad-lib. Kind of a bad idea when it came to a lot of them were on roids and booze all the time. I don't know, it's probably still remembered as like the better era then, right? Because it was more off the wall. Like, man, I miss the old days when all the wrestlers I watched were like killing themselves with hard drugs. God, that was great times. Like, man, were they entertaining when they were near death. I wonder if that worked for streaming. Like, I just get roided up and like my streaming career takes off because, you know what, now he's fucking funny. It's easier to laugh at someone when they're like when they're like literally killing themselves. Back in my day when wrestlers were men, they'd clean their guns and stab each other in the locker room. Yeah, clearly. Clearly they were just killing each other in locker rooms. Okay, we go to the boat, right? Your name is bisexual. Your parents need to be put in prison. Just for coming up with such a horrible name for someone. I have a cousin whose name is Naya, but the Y is a consonant. Is supposed to be the male version of Naya, but that doesn't exist, so his name is always called a feminine name at school. Dot, I've heard about you. You've successfully defeated the monster on the prison island. And the female bandit. I'm gonna voice this guy like he's, you know, the Star Trek captain, like Captain Kirk. What's wrong? You have a long face. We are ready to go back to the Let's and Triumph. What was that acting style that Captain Kirk utilized, by the way? I never figured that out. We couldn't get the moon dagger back. I like the ocean. Let yourself flow. in the waves and winds. The problems of this world become not a problem at all. Deep. Here is an idea, Dart. Why don't you come with me on the ocean? Okay. Dart, you would make a good sailor, or even a great man of the sea. A man of the sea? Not bad. A man of the sea? Not bad. What are you talking about? We have to pursue Lloyd now. Woman, let me think of my future for once. This is good pay work. Yeah, we have something we have to take care of. I understand, but it's a shame. However, a move that you considered being a man of the sea. It's small, but in my farewell gift to you, take this. Wired 100G. Dart, as soon as you're ready, just come aboard. Meet you on the boat. I'm glad I don't have to do this guy's voice anymore. Does he really have to take care of that though? Just become a sea boy and leave that life behind? Well, the world will probably end if he doesn't. Are you ready? Yes. Yeah. Casting off. Getting ready to cast off. Ambi Mount, how you doing? You who have stretched my name out with a long again. Oh, I'm controlling the boat, huh? Wait, what? The boat's under attack. How'd you get on board? This doesn't look like a sea creature. How you doing, Puff? Still in Minnesota?
Yes! Go!
Got back yesterday. How was your flight? Just give everyone's location away. She's mentioned it in chat before. It's not like I'm giving away private information. How long actually was that flight? That'd be a couple hours, right?
Yes! Go!
Fuck. 5-hour flight. Oof. Oof. Just one plane. Oh, so no layovers? Okay, it's not so bad then. I mean, where could you actually lay over in between, like, all of the Canadian wilderness and Alaska anyways? At that point, you're just like, there's nothing but, like, firs underneath you. Like, here's a bunch of pine trees and, nothing. Like, once you get beyond, like, 100, like, the first 100 kilometers of Canada, it might as well be, like, a wasteland. There's, like, nothing out there. Could have been a layover in Seattle. Well, okay, so it flew across the U.S. from like Minnesota to Washington first, and flew up the coast. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Usually, I always think of like a more of a direct route, but usually, I guess you can't do that. Isn't like one of the biggest airports in the world in actually Alaska because it used to be really busy. Transport hub for like stuff. It doesn't seem like it'd be there, but yeah, I remember reading about that once. Actually, it's not that big. I know maybe it's like one of the busiest airports then. Actually, what is the biggest airport in the world? Like I mentioned, super nervous about Saturday. I get to hang out with Tobacco, who is a huge influence on the music I make. Gotta try not to be a fanboy. Look, just smoke some weed. I'm pretty sure you're into that, right? And you'll be fine. Just take that opportunity. King Fahd International Airport. Of course it's in the fucking Middle East. They're obsessed with having the biggest anything with all their oil money, and it's kind of dumb.
Yes! Go!
Like, what if we had the tallest building, but then what if we had to build like a taller building because our neighbor builds a taller building than that? What if we build like a big building that's like a line across the desert? And what if we like name everything after the royals?
Yes! Go!
Almost 300 square miles. They need that. How many people are actually flying into Saudi Arabia? They need an airport that size. They can't be that busy. Howdy, partner. What's up, musical? How you doing? Yeah, it may be the biggest airport in the world, but I doubt it's the busiest, even that kind of size. Airport literally looks like a giant starfish. It's insane looking. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it isn't nearly busy enough to actually warrant that size. They just did it for dick measuring. Like, oh, we have the biggest. Choke on that, Westoids. Gonna get into Baldur's Gate 3 next week. It's a good game. Especially, it's good even if you play it on your own, but it's even better if you have friends to play with. Probably to get to Mecca. I mean, yeah, obviously that, but I don't know. That's only like 1 month out of the year. I hardly think you think you need to build an airport that big for managing the traffic from 1 month out of the year.
Die. Hard blade.
Saudi Arabia's building a line. I've heard about the line, Neon. I'm no engineer, but it does seem unlikely that it'll ever actually be built. Don't get me wrong, I would actually love to see the hubris of man constructed before my eyes and have a good laugh at it. At all those like people who like then waste money like buying a home in it and then, you know, realizing it's a bad decision later.
Yes.
So I kind of like hope Neon gets built just to like, okay, look at that spectacle. And then like I want it to fail. In a very humorous way. Am I gonna play Starfield? Yes, I got a lot of stuff I gotta play this year. Biggest airport in the US is Denver International Airport, Colorado, which is 135. Really, Denver? I didn't think a Midwest like state would have like, or like Colorado, would have need of such a massive airport. Maybe they're like a logistics hub or something.
Yes. Go.
Your energy has gotten shittier again. Well, YouTube has a solution. It's told me nothing but about espresso videos lately, and that'll really give you a shot in the arm. I'm gonna end up turning into a coffee guy just because YouTube is brainwashing me. Because the people making content on make it look really fucking good with like, yo, espresso, but then it's like, oh, I don't want to like do coffee. I'm fine with cold brew. So maybe I'll end up getting a cold brew brewer. Coffee. Or if I end up becoming a coffee guy, I'm gonna become a coffee streamer. So you'll be getting like weird ASMR streams of me using cameras to show off my espresso workflow. And then just having just chatting streams. I'll make money off it somehow.
Yes. Go. Madness. Hero.
Espresso looking art is awesome. It is a very complicated process, it seems.
Die. Hard
And
blade.
to the people who really get into it don't even call it making coffee, they call it having a session. Can't believe I missed the Twin Peaks streams. There's only one Twin Peaks stream because it's only a demo right now. Once the game is finished, I'll play it again. Was it any good? It plays, it's like I said, there's no combat in it currently, but it plays like an old Resident Evil game. So it's going for that kind of charm, but it was alright. Diddy's Dance? Diddy Songs? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. You're here just in time. We're talking about airports, coffee, and now Twin Peaks. Have I ever watched the show Twin Peaks? No. I did pirate it once, and I still have the files. I just never bothered watching it. Maybe eventually, because I heard it's pretty good. Show is amazing. It's got 2 seasons, right? Then it got canceled, but it doesn't actually finish, does it? Since it got canceled. 3 seasons. Is it like the 3rd season kind of shitty? It's like, yeah, we don't talk about the 3rd season. It's one of the best. Did it actually finish though? Because I always heard it got canceled. Downloaded like 80 gigs of movies for my dad's TV. I'm going to jail. Nah, you'll be fine. Though a lot of IPs will watch for like traffic like that and like give you warnings. Princess Emily is here. Let's go. Her graceful steps. Her dainty movements of the hands. Her gracious eyes. She is our Princess Emily. Princess Emily is back. This is why we have to hang all royals, because it turns people into this. I have returned. Oh no, I get this lady, the smoker voice. I returned after a half year of sleep. My father, King Zir, wouldn't say it, but I heard that the evil doings of the sinner who feigned to be me has harmed our people in Tibaroa. I can say it is my fault because people were wounded by trusting someone they thought was me. I am determined to make atonements for this, even if it takes forever. Do any of you have a light? Why she sound like that? Because it's funny to make this prim, proper princess sound like she smokes 3 or 4 packs a day. It wasn't your fault, your majesty. Please do not blame yourself, your highness. Your returning only makes us happy. Hey, have you noticed that all of her subjects are like dark-skinned, yet the royals are like light-skinned? What's up with that? What's up with that? Why are the people of this nation a completely different race from the royals? Something seems off. Something seems a little off and disturbing when you think of that. She doesn't even have the same fashion sense as them. It is bad to smoke, yes, but it's hilarious when someone sounds that way. I love this country. I love you people. Let us make this country continue to be a wonderful country. It's the best country, the very best. Bigly. Better than all the rest. And together I will endeavor to raise the taxes of the poor. I have a favor to ask you, Princess Emily. May I ask you to name my baby? my soon-to-be born baby, Your Highness?
It would be my pleasure. How about IE for a girl and OW for a boy? They had the sound of great energy and strength.
Can you do it? Can you give it another shot, Your Highness? I'm sure you can come up with better than IE and Al. Are they having lesbian babies? No, this is just some random woman whose husband died in the war, so she wants the princess to name her baby. I guess the idea of naming her baby after her dead husband never occurred to her.
They are beautiful names.
I mean, they're beautiful names. I thank you very much, Your Highness. She spent like 5 seconds thinking of that. God bless Princess Emily. God bless Tibaroa Kingdom. Again, it's so weird that she's a completely different color skin from all of her subjects. I think there's been some colonization taking place here. Probably didn't even name them those kids after like their cultural heritage. God bless Tibaroa Kingdom. All the best for the kingdom and us. Oh, Princess Emily. How beautiful she is. Albert down bad, man. Albert. Just like I imagined. Oh, thank you, Lord, for leading me to the country of Princess... Jesus, man, calm the fuck down. Country of Princess Emily. The simp king over here. Is something wrong? Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Where is Princess Emily? You can meet her again in the castle. Take me there immediately. Let me through, big guy. I won't stop you folks from past fruiting. The royals are pale from staying inside all day while everyone else works and gets a tan. You don't get a tan like that from just being in the sun. That is your genetics. Just look. Yeah, no. There's a little bit more going on there. We've been waiting for you, sir. Please proceed to the chamber of the sun. No, I think this is one of those like extreme minority rules the country kind of situations. The Dutch colony in Africa. Weird you should mention that because I kind of have a mention like that in my FF16 video script. Though it's mainly dealing with Belgians and rubber farmers. See, like all the guards here, they're all like clearly black as well, and like all the people in the village, but they're the royal family, white as European snow. See, they're even blonde. No one else here is blonde. These guys are like Norwegian level European. Heroes! No, what was... what voice was I giving this guy again? It was very dramatic. Hello, heroes. Forget about formality. You are the special guest of Tibaroa. Welcome back.
I'm glad you are safe and sound.
My sister is now acting as if nothing happened. She still smokes far too much for her health. But, till you came back, King Albert, she had lost her appetite completely. That would be due to the smoking. It'll have that effect. It's not only Emily. We were longing for all of you to come back. Well done. But the moon dagger is still in their hands. Stop it. You people brought justice upon the evil bandits. You defeated the sea dragon and infested Elisa Bay. It was you, young people, who brought peace and happiness to Tibaroa and brought smiles back to our people. However, the moon dagger has to be passed to Princess Emily. The moon dagger is a mere royal tradition. Tradition alone doesn't put smiles on our people's faces. Are you running a Chuck E. Cheese or are you running a kingdom? It's like, make sure you make the kids smile when they come in. It's like, oh, make my people smile and happy. You're still leading. You're a king, man. If you feel that way, turn into a democracy. Not that that'll make everyone smile, but hey. Tradition alone doesn't put smiles on our people's faces. That is all the moon dagger can be. King Albert, we are satisfied with the way things turned out.
Instead of the moon dagger, we found something else to hand down. That is the heroic story of you.
It will be passed down through the ages from person to person. 7 stars arose from the east to save the country of the king, who lives in the chamber of the sun. It was my pleasure, your majesty. That's enough for formality. We are having a banquet for you. Please enjoy yourself. Is a banquet a party? Plainly speaking, yes it is. Cool, it's a party for us. Oh, Meru, behave and be quiet. She is cheerful and excited.
We still have time before the party. Please feel free to relax.
Let us prepare for the banquet. These old JRPGs had stories so cringe. Not all of them. Some of them are actually really good. This one, though, yes. It seems we can relax for the first time in a long time tonight. I think so, too. We have to leave here tomorrow. There's a good chance to relax. Mille Ceso, the country where Dart was born. Dart's French? Somehow in my heart I always knew. We'll be busy again. I'll be walking around till the party starts. Hey, where are you going? I have an errand to do. Are you going too, Rose? Let me go too. Why is everyone so obsessed with getting these two to hook up? You have to appreciate what everyone did. Everyone's just like, oh, they fucking. Like, let them be. Just put him. You don't need, it's not cool to put pressure on two people who are not in a relationship to get together like this. Why don't we go out too? Yeah, it may seem cute, but all your friends like trying to push two people together usually sucks. I love you, Dart. Since I was little. It never changed, even when you went on your journey, Dart. Actually, I started to love you even more. Why, though? Because while you were gone, I was thinking about you every single day. Shauna. So I don't mind being your baby sister? What? Because I can be with you every day. This is weird. You're sending mixed signals. That's just how I think. Help, stepbro. I don't think of you as a baby sister, Shauna. Let's continue this after our journey is over, alright? Dart, welcome back. Master, oh yeah, what voice was I giving this guy? Oh yeah, I was giving this guy a very, very monotone. What's wrong? You have such a sour face. You think so? Anyway, you are famous in the city. The hero who defeated the dragon that descended down onto Baroa. If you say so, it still doesn't feel like it's real. It's your modest attitude. You are our time's latest hero. By the way, the party is starting. Get rid of your sour face and be happy. See you later. I think I feel a comedy sketch coming on. Oh, Mr. Dart, Miss Shauna, why are you here? We are waiting for the party to start. Dart is just like, he's got like veins popping out in his head. It's like, you motherfuckers. It's starting soon. Please get everyone or I cannot prepare the dresses. I'll see you later. Be quick, Dart. Moment ruined. I'm going to look for everybody. Wait. Wait, I thought I had to look. Do I have to look for everyone, or is it she going to look for everyone? You think Sean has a stepsister fantasy? I mean, wouldn't that be stepbrother if that's her fantasy then? What are you doing in my room, step bro? Strong heart. A passionate eye. A fabulous man. Sigh. Oh, Dart, how long have you been here? How is I passionate? Better question is, how can she see such details through a telescope? Oh, how may I help you? I'm here to talk to your bird. Go to bed, Yiki. Did this... Wait, what? That doesn't look like a parrot. Go to bed, Yiki. I've never in my life heard, like, bird tweeting described as yeek yeek yeek. Everyone is looking forward to attending the party tonight. Oh, of course I am too. Who are you looking at, huh? You know, this is how you keep your princesses trim. You make them have to walk up about 300 flights of stairs to get to their bedroom every night. Like, I just want to sleep. Parrots call or yak, they don't tweet. My mom has parrots, and they do tweet. In a corset, no less? Yeah, that restricts the breathing, doesn't it? Don't different languages have different interpretations of animal sounds? I mean, true, they do. Like, I know in Japan, cats, they always usually write it out as like neon rather than meow. But I don't know, yeek 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 sounds very, strange to me, no matter where it's coming from. Neon, neon. N-Y-A-N. Oh, it's Albert, man. Do you know about the legend of the mermaid?
No, please tell me about it.
The king of some country is gazing out over the waves of the sea and thinking his life is hollow, just like the vanishing bubbles. Everything looked like that because the king didn't know true love. Under the sea, a mermaid was thinking the same things while gazing at the clouds in the sky.
Oh my, and what happened to the two of them?
Would you like to know? This is a secret story handed down only within the Serdio royal family. So, I cannot tell you anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot go on. What a play. If you want to know how the story ends, you gotta fucking marry me. That's how it goes.
Oh, you are teasing me.
Chuckle, but I am having a fabulous time. I don't notice the passing of time when I'm talking with you. Yo, sorry to cockblock, but you're being a nerd in here. You listen, lady. He's just retelling the story of Little Mermaid. It's not really actually Serdio royal family only. I knew it. You are here. Is something wrong? The party is starting soon, so I am calling everybody down. It's already that time. Unfortunately, I have to leave you.
When can we meet again?
When the stars fill the sky. Oh god, you're so fucking cringe. It hurts. Even if you're like a princess and this is not how you're like royalty, this is so fucking lame. When can we see each other again? When the stars fill the sky. So tonight? Yes. Don't try to be a goddamn poet, Albert. Especially when you suck at it. See, even Dart's like, you can just say tonight, you freaking nerd. You can simply say tonight.
At the party. I still cannot believe it has been 6 months since I fell off the horse. I'm still having a hard time adjusting to 6 months of emptiness in my heart. It's as if I'm still in a dream. God, I need a smoke.
Wait, so she just has a picture of a painting of a couch in her bedroom now? From where she used to be trapped in it?
Oh, that's my painting of my couch. You like it? Had that custom made. Cost more than most fucking peasant's house.
Got some camels. Is that brand even still around? I don't know. I don't really know much about like cigarette brands other than like Marlboro and Camels. And then, obviously vapes these days. Not as popular though. Yeah, I think vapes is really into cigarette companies like my profit. Just the peak is fine. I want to see the party food. We are not going to eat now. We just want to sample the food. That is eating. Come on, please get out. No, wait. That is eating. Get out of my kitchen. Please, just for the love of God, get out. You're delaying the preparation. Oh, it's a woman. Doesn't matter. Mr. Dart, please stop him. I'm gonna fucking crack. Wars never choose their time. You have to eat whenever you can. That is a basic understanding of a warrior. You want to eat too, don't you, Dart? Me too. Me too. Stop it, you are not a kid anymore. You too, Hashel. The party is starting soon. Behave yourself. Is that true? Why didn't you say so? Yes, I am here to tell you that. Come on, let's go. Meru's song makes me want to skydive into a volcano. I mean, you realize you need to you'll state that it's an erupting volcano. Otherwise, you're just smacking into a rock, which won't really feel that different when you're falling from a couple thousand feet. It's gonna seem like the same experience landing in like a field in Iowa. How is Dart the leader of this group? He has the spikiest hair. Premium Tasty Cigs. Tasty Cigs are like $15 CAD for a pack now, 12-ish US dollars. Smoke mid-grade with injected menthol bursting beads. See, this is like, yo, you can tell this person's a smoker because they know all these terminology. Like, injected menthol bursting beads. I've never even heard that before. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was just tobacco and like rat poison. Like, oh, this is fine Turkish tobacco. Is that with a scent of rosewood and a slight touch of honey? Chat, it doesn't matter what, eventually all things become pretentious as fuck. Coffee, tea, vaping, smoking, cars, everything that people really get into it'll always have this kind of like, pretentiousness to it. Even if like it just is like, oh yes, just a minor hint of lung cancer in 40 years. You love your tobacco. Hey, if you enjoy it, be my guest. You obviously know the consequences long term. I'm not gonna be one of those types. How is tea? It's not, tea isn't pretentious, or like nothing is technically pretentious on its own. It's when people like want to make it like a big part of their identity that it can become pretentious. That's when you get like people who are like really go into detail describing it and even like make it seem more fancy than it is. It's pretentious. No, there's nothing that's pretentious on default that I can think of. I am a hero? He would laugh at me. Chuckle. I laughed? No. She's like, oh no, the autism is wearing off. Stop it. I did laugh. Since I have started to wear this choker, I have not laughed for years. My mental health is terrible. It was worth the wait. When you start grating tobacco like gasoline, I am being pretentious. Ah, a fine, layer of lead. Oh, you are here. I'm here to tell you that the party is starting. It'll be a fun party. Yeah, we just gotta find our boy Kongo now. Kongo has God, everyone's autism is wearing off. They're all like this. I have friends. Friends of different species. Congo has let go of his racism. Not bad. Whoa. Don't do that. That's what I should say. Did you hear Congo speaking? Not really. By the way, the party is starting. Everybody's here. Who should I take to the party with me? You know what? Go with the ladies. Oh yeah, Dart's going to the party while poisoned, by the way. Just notice that. He's gonna be, like, throwing up in the floor. By the way, she was saying something about dresses, but where should we go? We have to ask Liberia about it. So only the ladies get to dress up? It seems everyone is here. Miss Shauna, Miss Rose, and Miss Meru, please come this way. You have to change into the dresses. Dresses? You are talking about us? Yes, I am. Princess Emily and Princess Lisa insist. Good for you. No thanks. I like being half naked, apparently. It's not like you. Because I'm a dancer. I can't dance well in those dresses. No thanks from me either. Feel naked without my sword. Please wait in the living room. I will come and take you there later. This is them trying their best to emulate that moment in FF7. Everything is ready. Please proceed to the Chamber of the Sun. This feels more like the ballroom scene of FF8, possibly, I guess. This is a banquet to honor the 7 heroes who saved Tiburoa. Please enjoy yourselves to the utmost. What did you do to Shauna? I didn't do anything. No, Shauna here. No. Congo tall. Congo doesn't see from here. Where is she? No, Shauna yet. Mr. Dart, wait for us. Hello. Again, you notice the royals are all like pasty white? None of the commoners outside are allowed in here. You must be Mr. Dart. I'm dying to hear your story. Oh, excuse me, bitch, but monopolizing him is not fair. Please, let me hear your story too. I would like to know more about you. Oh my, don't be so fresh with him. Talk to him first. Oh, you must be Mr. Hashel. I'll take care of things here. Why don't you go and enjoy yourself with Shauna? At least tonight, you have to make good use of the time the two of you are together. Thank you. That's some, haunted mansion. Yeah, you notice these two dancers here, they're not actual models, they're just JPEGs. You could sell this romantic couple as an NFT. The perky dance by Miss Meru is very entertaining. How about you, Dart? What are you enjoying at the dance? Me and my wife are swingers, you see. Are you enjoying yourself? Let me hear about your great success. That's a dance up there, is it? Run from one side of the room, spin, run, and do another spin on the other side. Dancing, chat. Anyone can do it. This isn't dance. This is like your pet having a case of the zoomies. They are swingers? I mean, probably. Are you enjoying yourself? Yep, it's fun. Are you gonna dance too? I'll try. Right on. Oh, doing fancy. You know, 1, 2, 3. Where is Shauna? I don't know. Go look for her. She should be waiting for you. Come on, go. Miss Shauna should be already here. You are the star of the night. We are just serving as a backdrop. I mean, you were literally 2D. Mr. Dart, please enjoy yourself like Miss Meru. Oh, look at Albert up here. I have to go to Millie Sasso with Dart.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you forever.
Emily, well said. The future of Sergio and Timbero is shining like the sun. I believe love is the only entity that never changes over time.
And distance makes the love grow deeper.
Not watch this anymore. Even he thinks it's cringe. What's wrong? You have a long face. If you're looking for Shauna, she is not here. I am talking with Princess Emily about the differences between being in love and loving. Huh? What does that mean, Albert? I haven't seen Shauna. Isn't she waiting for you somewhere, Dart? I'm talking about the differences between being in love and loving. He is trying so hard. Dresses and starlight are not enough to illuminate a girl. Just one word is enough. A kind word from a loved one that makes girls glow. And what would that word be? I cannot thank you enough. Just one word is enough. Chat, this game is giving you romantic advice. Mr. Dart, Miss Rose needs you. This way. Rose. Dart, why are you procrastinating like that? Do you want her to catch a cold or something, making her wait all night like that? You bitches are fucking crazy. She could have told me she's out here. She's over there. Why is she wearing one legging? She's got style, alright. You look beautiful. Thank you. No one dressed that, no one but her. But it's all thanks to this dress. That's not true. Look, a falling star. I wonder if my wish will come true. It will. Because I wish the same thing. Oh, they fucking... awkwardly. Looked like a smooch is the best they could do with PS1 character models. And that was the end of Disc 2 chat. Technically, I think that means we're halfway through the game, right? Actually, I think Disc 4 is pretty just like the final boss stuff, so that's how it usually goes. She wished to make me sandwiches. Knowing the way Shauna speaks about, you know, stuff like that, she probably did. Look at they never can fully render Kongal in a full scene because he's too big, so they have to make him do a JPEG for scenes like this. It's like, why am Kongal 2D? Kongal too big. Yeah. Oh man, you're fucking up the harbor with that claw. You guys never heard of a gangplank? There is the smell of blood around this place, but it's not bad at all. It's been a long time. Have you been here? Yeah, well, it's very popular, that's why. Come across the sea first time. Fernie, the water city. This port is the front door to Mirisesur. Anyway, I wonder why Lloyd revealed his destination to us. Because he wants you to follow him, you fuckwit. What do you think? I wonder why that villain told us exactly where he was going. I still don't know. Whatever he wants, this will be the end of it. I agree. For the sake of the victims so far, it's not only that. In order to prevent there being new victims, we have to stop Lloyd. Our mission, stop Lloyd. Doing that smoker voice did a number on me. Oh, wow. I mean, that's a nice setup you got, but I can only imagine the mildew in this place. Everything says, Fernie the Water City. These are just knick-knack souvenirs. Like, you actually can't come to my shop unless you show up in a boat. Sorry, them's the rules. City of, well, yeah, the city of fucking mold, more likely. Welcome to Fernie, the city of black mold, where everyone has your breathing problem. I don't know. I mean, does Venice have a mold issue, since they're the one that's all about the canals and stuff, right? Maybe they figured out how to avoid it. You visit this country, the royal capital Dinagrad and Crystal Palace are must. This village is built in a bay. Boats are important because it's the only way to get around. Something is going on in the back of the village. I wonder what's going on. And they have to replace the logs that hold the city up relatively. What? Venice is held up by logs? I didn't realize that. I thought they were like built into like bedrock under the sand or something. Welcome to Fernie. This place is warm because of the warm currents, but if you go inland it becomes suddenly cold. Yeah, I've actually never looked much into like the engineering of Venice. sitting next to a fishing rod. Is this used for fishing too? You know what? There are fairies living in the evergreen forest. My storybook says so. Venice was built on Marshland Island. Yeah, but I didn't realize that the current city as it's currently stand is held up by logs. I figured they figured out bricks or maybe a bit better for that. Oh no, I shouldn't have read the tale about fairies in the evergreen forest. Why? My son says he wants to meet fairies in the evergreen forest. It's the problem of being too peppy. When I was a child, I saw reality in fairy tales too. I think it's a part of the growing up process to know when a story is just a story. It's a kid's toy. I used to play with it. It took forever to conquer because I used to have malaria issues and needed a navy to conquer it. They have the giant wooden logs hold up the stone foundation. So I guess the wooden logs are underwater, that's why you just never see them. Okay, those things are too pixelated for me to know what they are. This seems to be all of us. Now, I'll explain the strategy. We have to overcome the white wolf called the White Wolf, Kamui, that lives in the evergreen forest between the village and Dinagrad. Did you call us just for that? Not only that, a boy from the village, Tio, disappeared in the evergreen forest. Strategy is simple. All of us will beat the bushes all over the evergreen forest. I promise a 5 times larger prize for the one of you who defeats Kamui. I promise the same for the one that saves Tio.
It's gonna be me. Mitch and do it.
Didn't I fight that guy in the tournament? Bulgus?
Who are you? I've never seen you before. You look like you have a chance. But I'm getting the prize. Don't ever disturb me. You scared out of your wits and can't talk? Cut it out. We have to cooperate or we cannot overcome Kamui. Huh.
I'll let you know when we will start. Until then, you have some free time. You're dismissed. They have the giant wooden logs all over the Vanessa. All of them, even Drake the bandit looking guy is there. Yeah, I think they just reuse those character models. Like, yeah, we need some, bounty hunters.
I will buy this and that with the prize. Hee hee hee.
5 times, huh? This guy looking like a fucking Roblox character here. Oof. It's just one wolf. I will shoot it with my arrow. Prize is mine. Are you gonna watch that new Ghibli movie that's supposed to come out later this year? It's supposed to be Miyazaki's last film. I know nothing about it. Is there a trailer for it?
God.
Sorry about Bulgus disrespect. Everybody is feeling uptight before the battle with the savage wolf. Please excuse me. Can you actually speak? Are you a mime or something? I understand you are not here to overcome the wolf. Be careful moving forward on your journey. Can I have this walnut boat? No? They didn't release a trailer yet? Then why would I watch a movie I know nothing about? When it comes to Ghibli, I recognize that he has a lot of great films, but I only like so many of them. Like the only ones I've watched that I enjoy are, you know, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, and there's like, yo, My Neighbor Totoro. Hey, GMC, what's up, man? Did I watch Gamescom? I did not watch Gamescom, but I've watched the trailers that came out of it. And I also heard that yo, they got they got Bill Clinton again. Yet another Bill Clinton classic. That was lame. It was, but the fact that that's now become a thing that people do to Jeff is a little funny. I'm just surprised he didn't, you know, make sure the security didn't keep that guy out. Was it the same kid? I don't know. Someone said it was, but he didn't look the same to me. If it is the same guy, he like aged up quite a bit. It was 3 years ago Tio brought back an injured wolf cub. That wolf is the Kamui we are talking about. It's another dude, so he just inspired someone. Someone to be just as lame as him. Called The Boy and the Heron. It follows a boy named Mahito Maki Sentoki who discovers an abandoned tower. His new town enters a fantastical world with a talking gray heron. The description doesn't really have me interested, but a lot of like Ghibli movies, if you just describe them, would kind of sound similar. So I'll have to wait until I see the trailer to really get an idea of it. Will I be playing Armored Core? Yes. I gotta play something that'll actually bring in viewers because I've been playing like this for like half a month now. And I usually only get around 50 to 60 people watching me play this game. Man at the rent-a-boat. I'll be right with you. Here is the license for the boat. The mayor gave us an order to rent the boat to warriors for free. Warriors? Yeah, well, you are the warriors who came to overcome the wolf, aren't you? Yes. Yes, we are. You look fishy, though. Show him your sword. I cannot give it to you because something is fishy about you. God darn, you suck. Oh, the fishy people. Here, the license for using the boat. It's the mayor's order that warriors use the boat for free. Wait, are they using it? You are actually the war? No. No, we're not. No, we are not. We are just travelers. We're just arrived from Tibaroa today. From Tibaroa? With that huge boat. Yes, it is the Queen Fury. Well, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 7! Could you be the famous Dart and companions who conquered the Sea Dragon in Elisa Bay? I guess the story has traveled all the way here. Hun, let the mayor know about this. He'll be happy to hear about this. Here it is, the license for the boat. Take it. The license for that boat. Thank you. I have to thank you. Thanks to you, we can go fishing and go to Tibaroa. If you need anything, just drop by. We have accommodations too. I'll give you a good price. Looking forward to Black Myth. That still doesn't have a release date though, right? It is kind of, I am looking forward to it somewhat too, but it's kind of funny that every single boss fight you essentially know which FromSoft boss fight they were inspired by. JRPGs love nautical rewards. They love giving you a boat. Sometimes. They showed more Black Myth. Well, they showed a bunch of Black Myth the other day as well. Today was just an actual official trailer. But speaking of like games out of Asia, there's I mentioned it earlier, but that company that makes the Black Desert MMO, they got a single player game that they're making and coming out that looked pretty good. Mainly I liked it because in the trailer, the guy picked up a sheep and carried it. And I don't know why that may be like, you know what? I like a game that lets me carry sheep. I wanted to go to the National Library in Dinigrad. But Gamescom was supposed to start tomorrow. That Gamescom is lasts several days. Some days are like, the opening of it is now just become like a mini E3, but then the follow-up days are like more developer conferences and stuff where they show off some things here and there, I believe. Mortal Kombat is looking real good, you see? It should. It's like their third reboot or something. Hopefully they figured out a thing or two. Is Mortal Kombat's fighting system regarded as being very good amongst fighting game aficionados? I know story-wise and presentation-wise, Mortal Kombat is like, you know, the top of the ladder, but I've always wondered how it stacks up combat-wise when you're like looking at other fighting games. Because I'm not really well-versed in fighting games to know or like be able to tell you. I've always felt it was apparently more than likely, like, at best, mid. Mortal Kombat is kind of stiff. Yeah, I always heard it's, like, very floaty and, like, relied a lot on air combos. Sindel is a ruler of Outworld this time, and Shao Kahn the general. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, but he still is, like, the same Shao Kahn. He's like, you know what? If your name is Kahn, you're just gonna, like, want to conquer a nation, I feel. It just happens. Mortal Kombat is weird. It has a block button instead of holding back. I don't really actually mind that bit. Like having a dedicated block button. To the hotel, to the upper right, to the front, to the left. To the left. Talk in the weapon shop. Talk to the fisherman. Are you the heroes from Tubaroa? It seems there is no need for you to show up. Well, thank you. Have a fuck you day too, sir. Also, Mortal Kombat 10 did that weird thing where they had a run button. Well, each Mortal Kombat game usually tries different stuff, right? Different things, right? Dancing dagger. She's already got that. Giganto helm. Combat shoes. None of them need that. Attack, but raises physical and magical attacking power, huh? That's actually by a lot. That is like all the way up from like, for her, from like 37 to 50. That's 20 well, magic attack. Actually, it's like 20 extra attack for both magic and, damn. It's expensive though. But I think I'm going to get it worth. And we can like sell a bunch of our junk we don't need. Though none of this is actually worth much. Whole 5G. Yeah, you have to sell everything one by one, chat. It's kind of annoying. What's my favorite Mortal Kombat game? Mortal Kombat 2. It's the only one I ever played when I was a kid. Like I said, I've never been a big fighting game guy, so that's the only one I can remember actually really enjoying. Mainly because I like, as my young, 7 to 8 year old growing mind, I was really fascinated with violence, especially gory violence, and playing games I shouldn't have been playing, but my parents didn't really care about. So Mortal Kombat was very entertaining to me at that point, because you know what? You could rip a man's head off. I was picking up this much crap. Okay, that should be good. Your childhood, I'm surprised you weren't more interested in violence. Well, I wasn't interested in, like, committing violence. I'm not a very violent person at all. I've never even been in a fight before. Thankfully, I've never had to be. Closest I've ever come was shoving a guy against a wall once in, like, 7th grade. It doesn't mean I didn't enjoy violence in, like, entertainment. Trying to get the right. Didn't we all, though? Didn't we all agree with me? Getting around this town takes frickin' ever because of this boat crap. Wait, is Dart still poisoned? Imagine you go to your doctor's office and you like roll up into his office in your boat and he treats you right there. It gives you an x-ray while you're on your speedboat. You used to love watching fake gore videos? Okay, I never got into watching gore videos. That's a little much. I would stay away from Live Leak. Sorry, but this road is closed. Take another road. This guy is committed. No one comes up these stairs. Fake gore like orchestrated movie stuff? Oh, okay. Mayor's house? Yeah, never mind stuff like video game gore. Are they coming yet? The heroes from Tibaroa? Oh, I couldn't sit still. I was just pacing around waiting for you. The story of your heroic deeds in Tibaroa has reached us here in Fernie. It is wonderful what you did. And now I would like you to listen to my story. Please wait. I don't know what you are talking about. I would like to talk briefly about the sad situation in this village. Would you please listen to me? Okay. This is my daughter, Fa. In the upstairs, I have the rest of my children. Mi, So, La, Te, and Do. We're very musically inclined, you see. Come on, if you name your kid that, that's a joke you are prepared for. A few days ago, my daughter was attacked by a wolf. Fortunately, the injury was not bad. However, since then, she hasn't talked at all. Probably from the shock of the incident. Poor thing. The wolf is becoming more savage every day. Now he has been joined by monsters from the evergreen forest, and they attack people. I see the warriors outside are the group headed for battle. Indeed, if we finish off the wolf, your daughter may become better. But it is more complicated than that. The wolf called Kamui that attacked Fa was kept by a boy of this village till recently. The boy who kept Kamui, named Tio, has disappeared. On the night Fa was injured, Tio disappeared from his home. Probably he feels responsible and ran away. Tio has been Fa's friend since they were little. They are best friends. And you want us to cooperate with you on your mission? Yes, of course, I cannot force you. Now we have a lot of warriors. Maybe they are enough. At the end of the day, it is just a wolf though, right? Oh, sorry about this. I have made you listen for such a long time without thinking about you at all. Well, as my apology, won't you stay at my house for the night? It will be an honor to entertain heroes. We're always getting invited into the nicest places, chat. Getting tired, so night, Dart, and chat, have a good rest of the stream. You have a good night's sleep, man. Thanks for being here. Well... do you like Shauna? For tonight only, thank you. I am glad. Fa is happy too. She has been lonely since her mother passed away. Now let me see. When you are ready to stay, come back. I will prepare dinner with Fa. All it took was one person in chat to mention getting sleepy for me to start yawning. All it takes, and it's like psychologically programmed. It's a very interesting architectural style you all decided upon. What would you call that, chat? What would you call that architectural style? Acne? The acne. Yeah, you know you got a point. I was thinking of like, the boba tea style, but acne works better. Welcome to Boba Tea Village. Is it weird that I've never had boba tea, by the way? Did I miss out on like a trend? I think there's only like one place left to go. It is just like milk tea with tapioca balls in it, right? It's gross. I mean, it could have been gross if it was that big of a trend. Maybe you personally didn't like it. Yeah, I've already been here. It's fucking delicious, you say? It isn't a trend, it's a lifestyle. Well, it's tea and it's a drink, so yeah, it can be a lifestyle. The world is being psyoped. Us Asians have tricked everybody. I knew it. All I was waiting for was confirmation, and you fell for it. Now you will feel the full fury of our space lasers that apparently we use to burn our own cities to the ground. We've been preparing for this day for centuries. What's a lifestyle? Apparently boba tea. Played you like a fiddle. You're no match for my Hannibal Lecter mind games when I'm in streamer mode. Yes, all of your kind shall pay. I wouldn't be a very good racist villain. All of your kind shall pay. You can make those in 2 seconds with an ice tray. And like I said, it's just like, it's milk tea and tapioca balls, right? Wait, I've been here. I mean, you could try with different stuff, right? You can make like what? Make like a chai boba. So there's something you can do for your upcoming tea channel, like how to make boba, different types of it. Talk to the item shop.
You gonna buy something?
Healing fog. Ooh, this guy sells healing fog. Holy shit, that's actually the good stuff. Oh well, it's healing fog. Healing rain is the good stuff. It completely covers the entire party, but healing fog is not too shabby. Deep Petro. Okay, I'm probably going to need something that keeps me from being petrified because I keep seeing that come up. I usually like to compare and see which ones really rule and which don't in terms of ingredients. What, for like tea or just like, you know, boba? I think the merchants should sound more like the original Resident Evil. Every one of them.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Honestly, if I ever started up a business, I am dead serious. If I ever was like a clerk in like a store I owned, I would cosplay as the merchant and use that voice. And I swear to God, it worked. I'd make so much money. Why has no one done that? Maybe they're just bad at doing the impersonation, but...
Oi, stranger. Got a lot of nice things on sale.
I mean, you probably have to be like a pawn shop business based on his lines, but you know what? Why not? Chad, have you ever been in what you would consider a nice pawn shop, by the way? I have never seen what I would consider a nice pawn shop. They always have that really scummy feel to them. It's like, oh, look, a pleasant looking pawn shop. No, it's always like this rundown, clearly cheap building that they got as, you know, the lowest lease they could possibly find. Like barely functioning. It's got some wallpaper tacked up. There's usually like a metal cage over like the cashier's desk. Locks and grate. Yeah, there's like usually like high security because they get ripped off. I mean, pawn shops do attract a lot of criminals since they can sell their shit there. And you gotta think if someone's willing to sell stolen stuff to a pawn place, they might be willing to rob it as well. So it doesn't surprise me one bit they have to like put everything behind like a cage, including themselves. Hey, Dank, what is it? Danko Delano. Thank you for the raid, sir. How you doing? How was your stream? We're just discussing if there's such thing as a non-scummy pawn shop, or at least scummy looking. Are you ready to stay here? I am.
Boy, stranger, we got some nice Rolexes for sale.
Exactly. Yes, we are. Now, let's have dinner. Think about pawning some jewelry I never wear? You could probably get a better price by actually selling it directly. Pawn shops will always try to like undercut you. I mean, that's their entire business model. I mean, so I just go to eBay. You probably get a much better price. If it's something that's like worth more than a couple bucks. Yes, dear? Are you sleepy? Or Facebook is, you know, Facebook is actually, out of all the uses of Facebook, selling stuff locally is probably the best use of it these days. You want to go to bed together? Probably she wants warmth. Let's go to bed together. Apparently Chum from Pawn Stars was selling cocaine from a candy store he owned thanks to reality TV money. If he had reality TV money, why does he need to sell cocaine, though? Ashel, what are you doing? Ashel, why are you creeping up on them in the bed? Oh, oh. He's listening to her hum a lullaby. This lullaby. Wait a minute, this sounds familiar to me. Oh. Ashel's no jack, though. Hookers aren't cheap. Maybe the hookers you're buying. I trust you. Like, I assure you, they can be cheap. Apparently. Home of Hashel 27 years ago. Isn't it a lovely tune? This tune is a lullaby that I am dedicating to my future baby. That might be better. That might be better for her than mastering the martial arts. Uh-oh, Shauna is Hashel's granddaughter? She is sleeping now. Someone on an Australian flight faked a bomb threat and heavily armed security had to be called. Wasn't there like a big ordeal with like some like lady having a mental breakdown on a plane recently that everyone blew up over on TikTok or something? Isn't it a sweet tune? I learned this from Dart. Oh, never mind. Dart is Hashel's grandchild. Dart knew this tune? He said that his late mother sang it to him. It's a special lullaby for Dart. What? I see. It was not a coincidence for me to be here. I'm going to get some air. It reminds me that Dart has been outside on the roof forever. Why don't you join him? Wait, what? Mary, you're all shadowy. It's a tune from my memory. No, this is Darts. It's a tune from my memory. Do you remember when you first came to Celeste? I was little and you used to sing this song to me. I remember that. Back then I used to take care of you as if you were my real baby sister, Shauna. Why you gotta make it weird all the ways? Like a baby sister, but many things have changed since then. You and I too, Dart. Yeah, you and I too, Shauna. Chuckle, yes, we have. Oh, they fuck. Childhood friend? I wonder how my childhood friend is doing. The moon that never sets. I hadn't noticed, but the moon has been involving itself in our journey. Oh shit, the mushrooms are kicking in. My head hurts. Shauna? What's wrong? Are you alright? Game's really obsessed with the babies. It just doesn't know how to do romance. It's okay, most JRPGs didn't. I'm fine now. I can leave anytime. Are you really okay? You can stay here forever if you like. Thank you very much, but I really have to go. I'll see you soon. Let's go. We have to find Lloyd soon, or we'll be too late. I'm with ya. Tale as old as time. What? Tale as old as... I forget the... Something to do with rhyme. Beauty and the Beast. No, tale as old as time, but song as old as rhyme, right? Tale as old as time, a song is... Yeah, I'm not doing the right key, but then it's like Beauty and the Beast. I don't know, what's this? Calm down, we have so many warriors. Tio will come back safe. Kamui is a monster now. It is not the Kamui of before. Oh no, Tio. I feel like these are all like, like houses that would have been in like Tatooine. You know, that like, hey, what if we made our houses out of just like cement and made them like bowls? Gotta head out. Hey, sorry you can only stay for a little while, GMZ. Don't worry, I'll be playing Armored Core soon and you won't have to be bored by this game. I kid, by the way. Where the hell am I going? What? They have a slide in their house? Okay, these people are... Okay. That's genius. Why shouldn't all houses have slides? Take another ride on it. Okay, there we go. If I am ever that wealthy, I will have a slide in my house. I'm not sure what it'll do, but it will be there. This one didn't really actually do anything for me. In fact, I think I'm stuck down here. What the hell? Hey, can you guys... Oh, there we go. It's got a treasure chest. They're actually pretty easy to recycle and install. What, like a slide with it? Like, build it into the infrastructure, though. Have it, like, lead outside to your, like, outdoor pool or whatever. The Twitch TV app is a hoe. Yes, the Twitch app is a hoe. That's why I recommend always watching a stream on your browser. It's just better that way. I'll listen to that beat. Actually, listen to that beat while I go get something to drink. Okay, I'm back. Chat, would you say overworld music is the elevator music of JRPGs? It has a similar feel to it. Like, hey, listen to something smooth while we transition you from one area to the next. This seems like Final Fantasy X brothel music. Would you like to point to me in Final Fantasy X where you found a brothel? You're totally not a spy? Sounds like something a spy would say. Thing is, with this game, you spend so little time on the open world map, I'm surprised they even have it. Because it's really just like, boop, done. If I hadn't gone to get something to drink, you would have heard more than like a second of the music. Into the evergreen forest. Just saying, there's nothing wrong with it. It's meant to be just like gentle listening music. Where is that wolf? You with a brothel? I mean, that does get a little hard to believe. You with a brothel? Chat. I want Jack to meet... I want Jack to be real, and I want him to have an interview with Andrew Tate. I think it'd be like the perfect counter. This is undeniable. You all know you want to see that interview. Just think about what directions that would go. You run a human trafficking ring. I mean, just that Jack would be very unimpressed with anyone's achievements, let alone Andrew Tate's. Am I fighting an ostrich? No, like an ostrich mixed with like a peacock and an elf, a dark elf no less, and a forest. Oh wow, she's almost dead. What the fuck is Shauna doing in my team?
Die. Hard blade.
You know, I guess I never have shown you Shauna's Dragoon. Might as well use it now. Yeah, she gets naked. Why wouldn't she? She does the whole magical girl transformation. As naked as one can be in your PS1 model. Right, Moonlight. Okay, yeah. Well, she needs to use it on herself. She sounds like she's trying to like voice the way I'm voicing Dart. Meanwhile, Rose is looking over there like, wait, you don't heal people by shooting the magic out of your ass? What's up with that?
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Wooing. Oh, whoa, that's my girl. It's too late, Dart. A bird has taken her from you. Well, she even like went after me. I got cucked by a literal bird, chat.
Die. Hard blade.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
I'm helping.
Touch. Die. Hard blade.
Pretty good anime. Oh, that's actually for the PS1. They went overboard with the animations at times. Like, there's like so many like custom animations for like single fights. That really just like, you know what? Let's like let drag this out so it lasts like a full minute. All right, let's get Sean out of the party. Actually, we haven't used our boy here for a while. It's off limits from here. Nobody is allowed to go in. Anything over here? Nope. Good job, Mero. There's a reason why I put you in the team.
Yes! Go!
No madness hero, I'm sorry. I know you like hearing it so much, Jack. But don't worry, I got a gust of wind dance for you coming up. Can you hit? God damn. You're getting me killed here. Oh my god. These sugar gliders are gonna murder me because my people keep missing.
Yes! Go!
And then I fuck up the combo.
Hammer spin.
I thought this was called a fucking rat for a second. It's like a flying hammer speed.
Hammer spin.
Yes! Go!
Oh, that's hard to pull off.
Hammer spin.
Look at the damage she's doing now, Chad. That put that item on her. She gets so many more attacks than your other party usually. Then again, Gust of Wind Dance really does a number on anyone. However, fights here are kicking my ass. They're draining me. They're just draining me. Check the other side of the forest, then come back. Yeah, I think that's where you fight the wolf at later. Well, the enemy encounter right here is high. And it's the same fucking group. Alright, I need to make some inventory, room in my inventory anyways. Let me, like, use some items. Well, thank good. Very good. Full 0 MP.
Gust of wind dance! Yes! Go!
Fuck. There's nothing more disappointing, chat, when I screw up Madness Hero. Oh, okay, that didn't so much petrify him as it knocked him down and put a rock on his dick. That's a very weird petrification, sir.
Yes. Go.
I mean, I wouldn't get up too if he did that to me, but I wouldn't call it petrification.
Hammer spin. Hammer spin.
Yes. Go.
Okay, good thing I bought the depetrification then, because I knew that was gonna happen. Wait, I'm pretty sure I bought a depetrification, right? Okay, he just doesn't have depetrification. Okay, that doesn't last after a fight. Good. Chad, have you noticed how cereal box maze this game's like levels are? Every single time. A child. You know what? I'll take this over the Yoda elf and two sugar babies. The sugar gliders, not babies. Heal horse though. Also, Chad, what day does Armored Core come out this week? I haven't really been paying too much attention to it.
Yes. Go.
I think it's like the next 2 days, right? Thursday? Today's Tuesday, right? So yeah, 2 days. We're on a Friday? Okay, good. Now which one is it?
Hammer spin.
This game might go in the back burner for a while I play that. Crap, yeah, okay, so it's 3 days from now.
Yes. Go.
Ah, come on, Madness Hero. Fuck you.
Hammer spin.
But yeah. Technically, starting soon, I'm gonna be so busy with like shit coming out that I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know, there's no way I can get to it all. Help! I'll be killed. Yeah, it's no longer a regular wolf, that is a parasite enemy. This is Kamui. Everybody, surround it. Finally, I found it. I'll get him and I'll get that 5 times larger prize. Let me kill it. Stop it. Tio, you were all right. Everybody listen, it was not Kamui's fault. It was a different monster that attacked Fall. Tio, leave Kamui. No way, because Kamui protected Fall, so I'll protect Kamui this time. Please don't kill Kamui. Tio, it's no longer the Kamui you knew. Many other people were attacked by it. Guys, let's grab Tio first. Stop it. Tio. Sue them. I think that dog doesn't know what it was trying to be, that roar. It also has like a weird bone tail. The wolf called Kamui. They say it used to be Tio's. I wonder why it became savage. I don't know. The only thing we know is that the wolf is a menace in the forest now. Okay, before we go back though, what's over this way? Oh, well, welcome, Spooky Forest. I actually, chat, my favorite forests are the spooky ones. I don't know, they just feel more alive than like, here's a very like boring piece of woods. I like a forest that just blots out the sun overhead.
Yes. Go.
God damn it, Dart. Land your hits.
Yeah. Yes. Hammer spin.
Oh, okay, I'm screwing up gust of wind dents now too. You talking to yourself there? Who, me? I'm a streamer. My job is to literally talk to myself.
Yes. Go.
It just so happens the character's name in this game is also Dart, so it sounds like I'm more crazy than usual.
Yeah. Yes. Hammer spin.
Walking through FF16 forest, holy shit, a normal, good-looking. I mean, yeah, it was like a very well done, creepy-looking forest. There's nothing better than a good old-growth forest, chat. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And there's not too many of them left, unfortunately.
Hammer spin.
There's nothing like walking through the woods and feeling like something could spring out and kill you at any moment and make you feel alive. Like finally, one with nature once again. But don't worry, if you have enough Axe body spray on, nothing will touch you. No animal wants to be around that. Like, animals can just smell the Axe on you, like, this is... City animal is here. Leave it be. This way is filled with monsters and is dangerous. Take another road. I killed them left and right. This area is filled with monsters, you stupid idiot.
Yes. Go.
Okay, I've lost the timing for Madness Hero.
Yeah. Yes. Hammer spin.
You can't make Dart fall in love with a bird. It's immune. I'm immune, chat. Alright, let's go find out what the true mystery is. Enough dicking around the woods. Only his love for Shauna and chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches? I prefer my chicken steamed these days, you know? Oh god, it's this. You know what? I don't feel like fighting these assholes. I need to buy a better steamer though. I think my current steamer is about... doesn't have long left. The baskets are starting to crack. Okay, do I need healing? Maybe a little bit. the fireplace is first place in his heart, definitely. In this man's heart, only the true warmth of the fire can sate him. Just bought a new air fryer. Was thinking about using it again soon to cook my chicken. I've actually made... I prefer steamed chicken, but air fried chicken is fine too. How long do you cook them for? Generally it only takes, on my steamer, it can be different depending on your machine. My steamer, if I cook it in the bottom rack, or like the bottom level, about 15 minutes if it's fully thawed out. It doesn't take long for the steaming chicken. Well, maybe a bit longer if you gotta like get the water boiling inside of it first. But other than that, 15 to 20 minutes. Then you take it out. You'll melt some butter on it. It's good stuff. Maybe we should retreat. Maybe we should advance. Maybe you should shut the fuck up. But I will save though. Compared to the 45 plus minute to bake them, that doesn't sound so bad. I mean, but to be fair, I mean, when you're baking it, you are just leaving it there and then coming back to it, so. But it is less time. So if you're hungry, but you don't want to wait very long, yeah, it's pretty good. Just bear in mind, you do have to, like, think ahead by several hours and thaw it out. Kamui's not bad, go home. We met Fa. Fa is worried about you. Fa is... It's true. Fa doesn't talk anymore since you disappeared, Tio. It is because she really cares about you. Fa cares that much about me? Fa needs you. But... what about Kamui? He's gonna be killed if I don't protect him. That's right. I love depressing kids. You pretended to not be interested, but you came back for the prize. Right? But I won't let you. I'll finish the beast. Tio, come here. It's too late for Kamui. Don't come here. Help! Dart, we have to let Kamui stop. Hey, Shauna, do you want to take another crack at that sentence? We have to let Kamui stop. What's up, Mike? You are stupid. I'm sorry I'm butchering this game's with the voices, but it seems appropriate. Anyways, head nodding time. What did that... oh, that did some damage. That's what that did. Albert still needs to get some attacks in before we can go special mode. Ate the titties. I mean, once you see Meru in CG, you'll soon realize she's got plenty of this. Here, have an attack ball. Hey, you're a dog, after all. Oh, I just gave it acupuncture. Thanks, it did nothing.
Yes! Go!
You stayed up too late bomb rushing your cyberpunk. Pardon? What does that mean? Eat the dick, yeah. This guy are sick. I feel like that wasn't like localization issues. That was intentionally what they wanted that guy to say. His brain was, he was so sick that he couldn't speak right anymore. Wow, I suck. What kind of wolf has like a dinosaur tail, by the way?
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
We'll use another item. Make some room. Have another attack wall. This time it should be something other than poison, right? Oh, I just put on a rave for it. That's perfect. It's a dog. It'll be terrified. What's up, Green Hood? How you doing, man? Good boy. Where did you learn that? I think they're right. This thing is a monster.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Okay, Mero's almost dead again. Wonderful. Here, have another recovery ball. Be a heal this time, please. Good. Okay, it was MP. Why am I fucking up Gust of Wind Dance? It's not that hard. Oh. Okay, does that mean he just won? Okay, no. I mean, if he didn't attack, he just automatically wins. Can you attack my friends? Please eat their dicks as well. Okay, I think he only goes after the person he woke up. Okay, he's doing some damage too. Shit. Guzzled that dick. Maybe there's a reason the princess was into Albert here. Thank you. What if I go into special mode? Will that activate a wake dart up? Well, I do need to wake Dart up because I want him to be the one to activate special. So we're gonna whack. Actually, I can't attack Dart in this game. You can't attack your own teammates in this game. That's right. Shit. Do you think Bowser has a turtle-like penis that looks like a rainforest? Why are you wondering about this? And why is it so descriptive in your imagination? I can honestly say I've never once thought about that, and I don't have an answer for you. I actually don't generally think of fictional non-human characters' penises. That's the road that leads you down to the dark path of writing Sonic fan fiction. Alright, let's cook this fucking dog. You have to wonder, why is it the energy wave I send out of my body after running it through with my rocket sword that actually does the damage? Alright, so I don't think I've used Meru's Dragoon yet, so let's show off Freezing Rain.
Freezing rain.
Yeah, that's right, she's the Shiva of the game. I don't really need Rose Storm. I guess we use physical attack with him. I can funk that up. You know what? The damage was good. Let's see her attack. Well, I can only see her attack. She's not in Dragoon mode anymore.
Hammer spin.
How much you want to bet this wolf turns back into a normal dog after we beat the monster out of it? There's no way this thing looked this way back when it was like living in the village.
Final burst.
Yeah, beat the raptor. Ugh. Dead? No, he's just motivated. Guess you can't put a Dragoon to sleep. I don't have enough for final burst, but I could use that again. But I won't do nearly as much. Flame shot it is. This guy definitely should have been a voice actor for Dragon Ball Z. He's got the right intonation. You're getting railed by a tree? Come on, what? Where did you... The tree was just in the background. The dog was the one attacking me. I think you misunderstood what I was fighting. We got the Darkness Stone. Rainbow Breath, new magic. Kamui, don't die. I may be contradicting myself, but I cannot leave this like that. White Silver Dragon, please save Kamui. Kamui is becoming himself again. Kamui, Okay, it still looks like it's a bit of a dinosaur, just smaller. I'm glad. Why didn't you do that instead while we were fighting it? The white silver dragon healed the savage soul that changed Kamui. Tio, go back to Fa and show her you are fine. Kamui can go back with him, can't he? It seems he's not going to harm people anymore. Fine, if anything happens, I'll take responsibility. It will be the best for Tio and Fa. Tio, let's go home. Everybody's worried about you. Okay. Thank you, miss. Now do I go back? It wouldn't work without context. What is it? You wanted me to say you were getting railed by a dog. Why does it have to be either of those things? Because I wasn't. I was being attacked by an animal. Is that how you think about life? You go back to town, talk to the knight, you get 500 whole G's. See, now I might get railed by a tree. You just had to wait. It's a JRPG. Eventually, a living tree enemy will be there. It's a moss dress. Wait, moss dresser?
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Madness, or you like that? You like it? Yeah. He's got one more edition, I think, right? What? Madness Hero is kind of difficult to pull off, though. Dort's voice actor does sound like he'd be perfect in Dragon Ball, yeah, especially when he calls out those, attack names. He knows how to draw them out. Also, first time chatting, from literal Madness Hero. I like that you came. I want a Twitch name that reflects the name of the streamers that's playing. I appreciate that level of commitment. Wait, I think I went the wrong way. What's up? Please, go ahead. I remember I have some important errand to do. Hey, wait. Get that treasure chest first, lady. I'll catch up with you soon. Look for Lloyd in the meantime. She is mysterious as always. Meru. Hehe. I now remember I have an errand too. You're not going to tell us the reason either, Meru? I'm just visiting my parents, that's all. That's all? You should say so. I will miss you, Meru. I'll be back soon. You have an errand too? Teehee. Okay, you're just like becoming a character in the game now. See ya. She's running in place chat. This is like the work of a devil. How do you do that? Like, her legs are running, but she ain't getting anywhere. It's typical of Meru. Let's move on. I gotta go get my payment first, though. Nope, Shauna, I didn't say you could join the team. You know what? Hungle, it's your time to shine, bro. Make me proud, big guy. That's how Titus runs in his literal... Oh, yeah, you're right. You with a running animation? Like Sonic charging up a spin dash. I don't think this is a good fight for Kongle since he's so freaking slow to attack, so we're gonna run. Oh, come on. What's your favorite character in this game? Ironically, the villain later on. That's right, the villain of this game is pretty goofy. The main villain, that is. You don't really see him until, like, near the very end, though. But you'll see what I mean once we reach him. Well, technically, you sort of already saw him in a CG cutscene. But can't go revealing any of that just yet. Alright, we'll kill these.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
There you go. Madness Hero in chat, that was for you. Would someone like to take the name of Gust of Wind Dance? If I could pull it off. Why do Japanese games keep the main villain till the end? They don't always. In fact, that's kind of rare.
Yes! Go!
Wait, you actually have an emote of this game? That, wow, someone actually did that. And it's a specific emote of someone's channel. I did not know a thing such as that existed. Too fast. Yeah, Kongle's very first attack in his like little pursuit, it just comes in really quick. Is the villain like Armstrong where he steals the show despite only showing up at the end? Sorta, but that's mainly because most of the characters in this game are kind of lame. So it's kind of easy to steal the show. Lasagna 26, I know, I hovered over it. I hovered over the emote. Goody goody gumdrop. Wow, that's actual dialogue. Kamui is back to normal. I can be with him again. Never leave Kamui. Kamui is my favorite friend. I was attacked by a monster. Kamui helped me. Kamui's not bad. There's a Stardust in the house with a slide. Did I grab? It's probably in the chest downstairs, right? Chest that stores freight. It's the same type as a treasure chest. Shit. You know, I don't think this would be a good slide since it is like stone. It's like, oh, my pants. Yeah, it's not gonna be that slippery. Love you, Moo, is always be good. Do big stretch and hydrate. I've been drinking fluids all night. I care deeply about my health. Alright, do we go to the mayor's house to get the reward? Polished stone? It didn't look that polished to me. I know marble when I see it. None of this is marble. This is adobe. That's some rough shit. Imagine sliding down like a house in Las Vegas, and that's what the feel would be. Is there a reason why all the homes usually out in like Arizona and Las Vegas are covered in adobe? Does that like help with the heat? Clinic? No, clinic gets rid of status effects. I do need to heal. Yes, and it is a traditional style of the Spanish who colonized. Catch anything, buddy? Just worrying a lot doesn't bring anything good. In these times, you have to have a quiet state of mind. Who gives me my fucking money? I need paid. Also, a number of the indigenous inhabitants as well as pueblos building into the sides of cliffs, etc. were all used to regulate heat. I mean, I don't blame them. It's hot out there. Ouch, the place where I was kicked still hurts. It wasn't a normal wolf. 5 times the usual prize was not enough, right? Erg, I was so close to getting 5 times the usual prize. Wait, so if this is only 500 gold, that means they were paying only 100 gold for this entire thing? Here is the 5 times larger prize, I promised. I'm not interested in... Just take the money. Did you hear the truth about the incident from Fall? You saved not only Kamui, but us too. This is an expression of thanks from all of us. Please take it. And cold as fucking night, yeah. Deserts be that way. They're not very good at keeping their warmth. Wish we still use building styles like that. What, building into cliff sides? I was actually being recommended a YouTube video about this guy who was actually selling his cliff cave home for like, it's worth like a couple million, but it doesn't look that great. But I guess it's very novel. It was actually, though it's where was it, what, I think it was, I forget which state it was, but it wasn't in the desert. Chat, I think we all should have been subterranean. We all should be living underground and in caves. It seems comfy. I wouldn't mind having a nice comfy cave. Optimal human kid, I know, right? It would solve the housing price problem. It's like, you know what, dig a hole in the ground. Or at least, well, maybe not the ground, into the rock. You just gotta get a chisel, a shovel, and get to work. It doesn't get cold at night because the sand absorbs heat fast in the sunlight and releases it quickly. I watched Bill Nye the Science Guy. I remember that lesson. You want us to be mole humans? Yes. Look, we could become like the human equivalent of naked mole rats. Do you know what's good about naked mole rats? They don't age. Like, they show no signs of it. They just kill over dead one day without ever having to, like, go through, like, the degradation. That could be us. And we could have really large front teeth and be blind. Basically, we need to become like the Morlocks of the time machine, story. Also kind of gross looking. Do you know how gross you probably look to them if they could see? Do you know how gross you probably look to like your cat and your dog? They think you're hideous. They take pity on you. That's why dogs like you so much. They're like, oh, look at this poor dog. God damn, what happened to it? Like he's walking on 2 legs even. Who did this to you? Wait, this is where we saw Rose go. Acquire the... So she went back to the village. Also, naked mole rats don't get... Yeah, that too. Yeah, naked mole rats are actually a large... There's like a lot of science research being studied on them currently because they're like an anomaly. And that they're mammalian animals, but they live in like a matriarchal colony society. Almost like ants. They show no signs of actual aging. And they don't get cancer. And a few other things. They're just very bizarre. They're like one of the most bizarre animals out there. Good luck convincing most Americans to live underground. You think I need to convince? Have you seen the home prices in most places? They have no choice. They're everywhere. Everyone's gonna be living in fucking caves. And they're gonna like it. All you have to do is subsidize it. You will get people to move into cave homes.
Yes! Go!
And in fact, eventually the wealthy people will start gentrifying by moving into very expensive cave homes. That's what happens, Chad. The wealthy always see like, poor people doing something and they like, wait, what am I missing out on? That's why lobster is so expensive these days. They used to be poor people food. Now it's rich people food. They'll be like, why are all the poor living in caves? We gotta get in on this. I mean, Americans used to live on SOD house subsidized by the U.S. federal government, so it could work. I mean, there are some people, there is that Earthship movement where people build like houses out of like junk or like into the ground. You could just like do that, scale it up.
Yes! Go!
Start the first underground community and become their god. Why do I always have to become someone's god? I mean, if I find the right cave somewhere, we'll do. I mean, we're making jokes about this, but there's actually a large subterranean, like, there's really a subterranean, like, city somewhere in the Middle East, I remember. Or maybe it's in Turkey, which is close to the Middle East. Where, like, an entire, like, they was discovered, there's, like, a massive, like, underground village that used to be there, a few hundred years ago. That had, like, an entire, village's worth of, like, anemones. Had, like, a school and, like, a church and a bunch of other stuff in there. There's a huge cave network underneath America, that too. But this was like something that's a bit older than America. They used to be occupied. But it was literally like, hey, it's like living like dwarfs, someone was. This way. You're thinking of Jordan? That's where they had the famous temple built into the rock. I know what you're talking about. This isn't that. Well, and they said it was there as well. Or maybe it was the same place. But I know that it's like under a village or a town or something. They was discovered like there was an entire subterranean village in town that the people had once lived in. Sod, like grass sod during the Western expansion. Pioneers didn't have a lot of trees, so they had to use... Yeah, I know about sod houses.
Yes! Go!
Oh yeah, I haven't showed, Kongol's Dragoon form yet either, have I?
Yes! Go!
Idea's cool, but it probably wouldn't work in the eastern U.S. or anywhere that's sea level. Build your cave in any of the cliffs above sea level. There you go. Look, this will get everyone to move into Appalachia where there's plenty of mountains that you could build caves into.
Gust of wind, dance.
You said sod. Someone in chat was talking about sod houses back during the American, like, frontier days. Like, let's make our houses out of clumps of dirt. Is that okay with you, my love? Yeah, well, I love so, honey. I mean, I don't really have. I'm a woman. I don't get to say any sad times, Didn't get I'm just gonna go milk the cows. Might not work on the West Coast. Look, you West Coasters get hit by one hurricane, all of a sudden, we're doomed. Come on now. It's not even a strong hurricane. It's like you should be thinking that you got some extra rain.
Yes, go. Pursuit. Yes, go.
It did get an earthquake during the hurricane, though. Another tiny little earthquake. Can't make a mountain out of this molehill. Come back when you've had a real disaster. I feel like we're in like fantasy Alaska right now. Save the game before I go in there. I'm on board with the underground city idea. I want a giant dwarven city. Yeah, I actually agree. Why not? Make it like all like Art Deco underground. Actually, Art Deco underground sounds like a really cool style. Burb spawns in this spot if you want to get rid of Satchet before you sell it. You mean those little weird summons that you do something with? I haven't really been paying attention to them. But we'll see if it happens. I just came back up with a new BioShock game. They've been working on that for a while now, haven't they? I think they've been like starting over and over again. Hello, Mr. Bird. I don't know what. Thank you. You didn't even give me a chance. Good design. It's like, hello, I'm here to waste your time. See if it spawns again. Burp. Don't run. Is this the bird I need to throw a satchel to? It's a red bird. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Why was I doing that again? I don't remember what that does. We got a phoenix plume. Oh, an item. Art Deco building 100 gold also, right. Art Deco buildings in underground city would be cool. I mean, it would be. That'd definitely be yield. You get some tourists to go check that out. Avoids bewitching, confusion, fear, and dispiriting, huh? DartCon will be the first YouTube fan convention ever held in a cave. No, it wouldn't, because there's actually a cave, a massive like underground cave that's used as a theater in Tennessee. And I believe like YouTubers and also a bunch of other performances have already like leased it out and have had, you know, underground raves and shit in it. In fact, they have a music festival there once a year. Yeah, it's like a giant natural formed amphitheater underground in a cave. Looks pretty cool. That sounds incredible. Yeah, it's just called The Cavern. You can look it up online. But they have like a bunch of EDM concerts underground. Look at that NPC go. Which one? Oh, that guy right there. He can't make... look, this place has a crack cocaine problem. It's Alaska. Or maybe it's meth then. It's cold. I'm from Tiburoa, and this cold weather is too harsh for me. Okay, he just like moving to keep himself warm. He's a man suffering, but he didn't bring his winter... didn't bring any warm clothes with him. Oh, fuck yeah, fire. Fire is a little strong. I wonder if they grew up in Tiburoa. I was just married the other day. I am as happy as a lark. I'm so happy now. We were married and blessed by the Bishop Dill. I am so happy. Hope this happiness continues forever. Just looked up pics of the cavern. This is such a cool place. New bucket item list. I mean, they have like a music festival, but they have like events booked all year long. But I actually think the Game Grumps are going to be like doing something in it this year. So like I wouldn't be the first YouTuber if I ever did that. That'd be pretty cool though. Cave Rave, let's go. Cave, yeah, I'd be down. Like, I bet the audio, like the reverb from like just stone walls like that'd be awesome. Looks like strong liquor. It must warm up the body from the inside. Strong liquor. We are not warriors. It's too dangerous to go through the evergreen forest. Recently, the evergreen forest has become a nest of monsters. The animals in the forest have turned into monsters. Sometimes I feel like this game's localization, they'll localize the line and then they'll localize it again but worded differently, like that lady I just read there. She said the same thing basically twice, but in two different ways. That'd definitely be fun. If you were to go to it, you'd probably want to go during their several day like music festival they hold there, so you can get it all. Have a couple days with it. Maybe next year. I mean, probably not this year, but hey, maybe next year I'll go to it. Though, like next year, I'm already like lined up to go to Electric Forest, so maybe I'll get all my music festival out of my system before then. Healing fog, healing breeze. I need more of those. Most of the buildings in this area got that church filled in them. Yeah, this is a very religious society. Ooh, shit. Spear of Terror. Diamond Claw. Okay, we'll buy you a spear. Even, I don't know, I plan to, yeah, we'll use you for a bit. So we'll get you a new tomahawk. Doubt I'll ever use Hashel, but Armor of Legend, huh? Wow, that is really hot. Well, it makes you shit at magic defense, but no one's physically harming you. It's also 10,000 gold. Yeah, this place is like set up or Hashel. I'm not buying him shit though, so I'm not planning to use him. Our religious center, the Mele-Seso National Church, is at the top of these stairs. Hello, it's a warm day today. Is it now? That rules so hard. What, the electric forest thing? Have any status effects on me? Nope, all good. Yep, I was convinced. It seems like it's, you know, it'll be a fun time. Wasn't sure if I wanted to go this way just yet. Hello? Came here to this city to see the National Library. Came from Serdio to see the Crystal Palace. I came from Serdio, but we never imagined that would be this dangerous of a journey. Yeah, I don't think tourism was much of a thing back in the days before you'll safe travel. I mean, usually when you hear of like that, it was always like someone going on it like, yo, it took them like months. They'd like get their letters sent back home by courier and shit. Like, my dearest Samantha, it's been 6 months since I set up out on my voyage. Yeah, we take it for granted now, but yeah, I don't think there is a whole lot of tourism there. Oh, what do we got? Honey, it is a nice day today. Honey, let's have a cup of tea together. Young people like you can't imagine how wonderful a quiet life is with just me and my wife. I'm having the time of my life now that I'm living quietly alone with my... I feel like I'm like a Stepford wife situation. Everyone's just so happy and weird. Anyways, you can have your wife. I'm on the fire. It's warm. It rejuvenates me. Oh yeah. Yeah. Who needs a woman? I got a fucking fire. That road trips are not easy. Well, traveling any great distance had to be by ship, which was always more dangerous because, you know, ships sink. Yippee, yippee. Yeek, yeek. Okay, you're sending conflicted messages. Also, wasn't that the what the birds say? Hey, can you move, kid? Thank you. Gwa, gwa. Okay, this lady's not teaching her kids how to speak. Whoosh, whoosh. I told you, play quietly in the house. How many times do I have to say play? Shut up, lady. The fire is all that matters. Move, child. The fire beckons. Oh, there's no... Oh, it's warm. Okay. I think maybe, like, Dart is getting, like, tired of fires. He needs something special now. There's a dolphin in Roman province of Africa who would play with a logical boy? I'm assuming local boy. Attracted tourists from all over the empire. The tourists raised the local food prices so much that the locals killed the dolphin to stop the tourists from coming. That's fucking terrible, man. Imagine that kid, how he felt. It is locked. Do you like books too? Then go to this city's National Library. You can find any book there. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. How come you don't got a fire roaring in your place, man? It's freezing out. It is said that the divine tree that lives in our heart and the last fruit have been protected from evil by the signets created by the ancient Winglies. The legend goes when the signet is broken. I need to do it. The legend goes when the signet is broken. I can't do my preacher voice anymore. So I'm just gonna do like warbly old guy. When the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits given life by the divine tree. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live in honesty. It is our mission as children of the divine tree. Lead singer of Creed. I guess. The only thing I remember about Creed is that song, What If? What if? What if? Ah! What if? We used to make fun of that song so goddamn much. A divine tree? I've never heard of it. We still don't know what the objectives are for Lloyd. Any information could be helpful. Oh, you must be. I can't do it energetically. Oh, you must. Oh, you must be. Travelers are welcome. Maybe I should play this place up as Canada, but I've already done that with another place. Oh, you must be travelers. Welcome to Denigrad. My name is Bishop Dill. I tried to do Canadian, it turned into Hindu by the end of it. What if I serve the divine tree? There we go. I'm Dart. This drawing is what you were talking about? Yes, it is the divine tree. But this is what we imagine. Nobody has seen the real tree, my son. Nonetheless, we believe in the divine tree. It is the source of life and harmony. Would you like to know more about the divine tree, son? Yes, please. I'm ready to accept divine tree into my heart.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the Creator Soa descended from the sky.
Chat, why do we ever abandon giant tree worship? I think it's actually really good. It's a good foundation for religion. Also, this game came out like a year after Final Fantasy IX, by the way, so this should feel a little bit familiar to you. It's the life of tree.
He and his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree.
This guy's voice isn't very far off what I was playing him as at.
The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created.
But you only have 108 species on this entire planet? That's not very much. How'd you arrive at that number?
The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
It is like this the world has established with a fate determined by Soa.
Something like that, right? God's tree, sown by Soa, is the divine tree.
If you would like to find out more about this, you can go to the National Library.
Is that the Mediciso National Library? God, this reads like a PBS special. It's like it's an episode of Wishbone right now. I can step into the treasury of knowledge. I wonder, God, what a nerd. I wonder if I'm capable of receiving all this incredible luck and still remain calm. I get to read books? My God. No, I cannot. The treasure of knowledge is shining and calling me. Albert, are you okay? Let's go. To the books. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you people? Do you realize that you are talking to Librarian Ute? No, sorry. So what do you want? Have you interrupted my ceremony for no reason? I don't like stubborn old guys because I want to be an adorable old guy. Did you say something? Please wait. We were told by Bishop Dill that there is a wonderful library here. Will I play Baldur's Gate 3? I've already started playing it. I'll be playing it probably tomorrow again. I'm playing it with friends, so it's not just a single player thing, so whether you're into watching me play that or not is up to you. But I've already played it, I've already done 2 streams on it. Also, Benefica, thank you for the 15 months. If you want, you can just go to the library. Oh wait, I locked the door when I left. So could you open the door? I would love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence. Albert, what is wrong with you? I would love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence. All right, stop looking at me like that. Even the librarian is creeped out by this fucking weirdo. Like, this guy works with letting people read books, and he's like, "Can you calm it the fuck down?" I appreciate it. I'll let you in now. Definitely check it out. Yeah, should be again tomorrow. We'll be taking on the goblin camp and stuff, so pretty early in the game still. He is such a haughty old guy. Don't say that. We have to do what we can do until Lloyd shows up. That's true. He used a dragon and Dragoon in Serdio and in Tibaroa. He obtained the cooperation of a Wingly. We don't know what he will do here. Never forget that Obama's brother once said, "Shitposting is what we have in common. It breaks down the barriers we put up between ourselves." I want you to go to the next Gamescom or a video game awards and rush the stage and say that. That feels like that's in line with what's been happening in our reality. Just do that in front of Jeff Keighley and see it just to get his reaction. We have to continue this tradition, you realize. We can't just stop now that it's happened twice. Jeff Keighley will be living in fear every show he does now that someone is going to rush the stage or sneak up and say something weird. Rule of 3. Yeah, it's going to be at least 3 times, right? Sorry, chat, had to stretch. And it felt good, so I don't feel bad. But that seems like a pretty good stopping point to me. What about you, chat? Yeah, I think we're done for the night. We had a good time. We did a lot. Had some great moments. But tomorrow we'll have more great moments, but I'll probably be playing Baldur's Gate. So it'll be like weird buy energy moments combined with like, you know, hilarity. It's like we get bad roll after bad roll. Thanks, Tiger. You know I like being called that. You know how to push my buttons. Good stream? Yeah, I think the energy was high. Despite chat, you'll like, you know what, I'm gonna like lurk. I picked up a lot more lurkers in, you know, recently, I feel. But that's fine, I like lurkers. You guys are fine in my book. I'm perfectly fine talking to myself. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the night. I wish you all a great night. We'll be, like I said, Baldur's Gate tomorrow, and then very soon after that will be Armored Core. So we'll probably be taking a break from this game for a while. I respect wishes. Of course you do. You're lovely. Hey, but all of you have a great night. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow with Baldur's Gate. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. If you're new here, and there's quite a few new chatters, please consider hitting the follow button. I'd love to have you back and get those sweet, sweet, you know, higher view count numbers. Oh, look at me being a shill. But yeah, you can follow me if you like. You can also join the Discord. Thank you to the mods, everyone in chat. Bit subs, gift subs, any of that. Much appreciated. I wish you all a great night and a great day for tomorrow. I will see you soon. Thanks, everybody.